we gave a support to Idiki diocese because they cannot.
Okay. You're saying, Father George, you're saying that this is a support that you're extending to the Idiki diocese, but the question that many are asking is that you plan to show this film to children. This has been certified as an A-rated film after multiple cuts, roughly about 10 cuts in the year May 2023. Despite that, the church believes that they can show this film to children. Is that permissible? Because this could be a violation of the Cinematograph Act.
Yeah, please understand that it is shown to 12th standard students only. I think it is showed in Idiki diocese only to the 12th standard students only. Not to minor students. Many of them are, I think, 18 plus students. Then in Tamarishal diocese, we are showing is only to youth who are above 18, not to minors. So I think there is no problem in it. Some fraternity movement and at all filed cases against this problem to childline and much other way. I think there is no problem in that. Then one other thing is that if in Doordarshan it is showed publicly to all people to see it, then what is the problem in it showing to all?
Father George, many would also now argue that by showing this film, is the church taking a position as far as love jihad is concerned? And the fact of the matter is that many would then ask, what have you essentially done in terms of documenting the cases of love jihad?
Yeah, sure. In media, you are taking is love jihad is first of all in a wrong way. The definition of love jihad is something different, I think, because we have dealt a lot of cases, especially in our diocese, in our one special ministry that recovering such kind of incidents, such kind of ladies. Around 320 cases we have dealt within last 5 years. In these cases, I have understood that love jihad, the term must be explained as not a recruitment to Afghanistan or any Arab countries, but it is actually its prime aim is conversion. That has happened in a lot of cases here. If love relationship is meant for a good life, for a happy life, other than it goes to some other theological concepts, I think it is wrong if it is done by any religion. That's my position. The love relationship
Father
must
George,
lead for. Yeah.
Right. Father George, Kerala Chief Minister Mr. Vijayan says that Kerala Story is a propaganda film. Would you agree with the position that has been taken by the Chief Minister, or would you say that it is imperative that the church actually shows people of Kerala, children of Kerala, the reality, because you believe that this is a real story and perhaps it should be shown to many others?
Yeah, this film express a real story which has happened in many of our girls, especially in Trivandrum, Trivandrum-based girl Nimisha Nair, Ernakulam-based Sonia Sebastian, Marin Jacob. Such girls are trapped in such a way and taken to Arab countries, and they are living now in Afghanistan. A few examples are here in such a way in which the film presents. Maybe some fictions may be presented in that film, but almost the first steps, in my view, almost the first steps of trafficking or tracking these students are very clear and very correct correctly presented in that film. I think. Chief Minister have said about many of the recruitments which has happened from Kerala in last 2-3 years. That is above 100. Many of them are men's. NIA has arrested around 142 people, which is who are related to IS directly from Kerala last years. So such kind of recruitment and terrorist relationships are very live in Kerala. But I say that such kind of love jihad issue not at all related to such kind of recruitment. It is its final aim is conversion. Here the problem is I have raised just a minute ago is that there is a theological based love relationship has maintained here by the support many associations, many Muslim associations. That makes some trouble in our people, in our girls, some worries in parents, and in many cases, parents has no connection after their marriage. Not at all. They couldn't call them or they couldn't connect to them. That is a great problem. It's always relation between two families, but here it is happening some kind of kidnapping, a lawful kidnapping. So that is something wrong way, I think.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Father George, for joining us on this broadcast and explaining your perspective on this entire matter. Ladies and gentlemen, the battle for 2024 is only getting fierce and Republic is on the campaign trail. This time with Rashtriya Lokdal chief Jayant Chaudhary. In a conversation with Republic TV, he's hit out at his ex-ally Samajwadi Party, saying it used to give up the Queen and take away the King. In fact, this is for the first time Jayant Chaudhary openly talks about the India alliance and why exactly he decided to shift allegiance and, more importantly, join along with the Bharatiya Janata Party. Listen to what Jayant Chaudhary had to say.
Parties are all out and campaigning on field. Election mood is electric and enthusiasm in high. Right now we are in the election rut. My first question to you, was it possible 2014-19 Sanjeev Balyan has won in this Jat belt? What led this shift of yours? 2 years back you campaigned here in different election rut with Akhilesh Yadav. Today you are here with Sanjeev Balyan.
Listen, politics is not about personal likes, dislikes and equations. Of course it helps if at the highest level there is a good camaraderie and emotional connect, but you're doing politics for issues. What are the issues that are important for the grassroots? Looking at the well-being of the country, looking at the direction of the country, looking at the historic mandate that BJP is seeking, the way it's engaging with its alliances, the way it's expanding its footprint across the country, it was pretty clear for any political observer that BJP is gaining traction. NDA is gaining strength. Given that circumstance, it was important that RLD and in particular Western Uttar Pradesh, farmers and young people of this region, women of this region, have a stake in the mainstream. Which is why we've taken the decision. We made a new alliance. It's a new alliance, but it's a partner who we've worked with in the past.
You are the torch bearer of RLD. Your thoughts are entrenched with the farmers community. Was it easy to come and alliance with NDA? Because there were several questions which were being raised when you came and had an alliance with NDA.
See, comfort takes time. Even at the grassroots, people who have been managing the booth and who've been looking at each other as political opponents for a long time, takes time for them to adjust to each other, to understand that we are both working for mutual benefit. But at the end of the day, alliances are made to benefit yourself. But if you're not giving anything to the other party is not going to want to align with you. Therefore, I appeal to all RLD workers to put aside their personal differences in the larger interest. We must honestly abide by the decision that has been taken and strengthen NDA.
I understand there could be disagreements with Akhilesh Yadav or an India alliance. But what exactly took you to take this sudden decision? Was it after Bharat Ratna or you were already, thinking about it after the 2 meetings of INDA?
People of Muzaffarnagar know exactly what the reason was why I broke the alliance with Samajwadi. I think that's all that needs to be said on that issue.
One more thing, continuously Samajwadi Party's leaders are stating that this is not a natural alliance. Eventually, Jayant Chaudhary will come back and return to its own party and return to the alliance with Samajwadi Party. Akhilesh Yadav also recently took a pot shot at you. How would you like to respond to everything?
It is an election time. People say these things. It's not getting under my skin. I am very clear. I have clarity in my decision making. And I take into account what is going to happen, what I perceive is going to happen in the near term, medium term future, which is why I have taken this decision. It is for the Samajwadi to come and campaign. They have not even started the campaign. Today, in one day, I have touched 3 Lok Sabhas. Right now, we are in Muzaffarnagar. Before this, I was in Kairana. In the end of the day, by night, I will be in Bijnor Parliament. Till now, only 7 days left to campaigning. Not one program has been done by India. So the India alliance appears to be on paper, nowhere on the ground. Thank you.
One last question to you, Jayantji. One last question. So what are you bringing in plate for Sanjeev Balyan? Are you assured and how confident are you of this victory?
Our voters are they understand the equation. They've understood exactly the reasons for me taking the decision. And they're very honestly putting all their efforts towards ensuring a win, a big win in Muzaffarnagar. Thank you.
So this is Jayant Chaudhary speaking exclusively to Republic, as this is the election rath of Jayant Chaudhary and Sanjeev Balyan, and this rath is made in a way that they are campaigning in this election rath only and meeting the public and citizens of Muzaffarnagar. Right now we are following Jayant Chaudhary, as this is a campaign trail, a special broadcast, election broadcast, where Jayant Chaudhary is very confident that Sanjeev Balyan is going to retain the seat of Muzaffarnagar once again.
Well, that's all that we could pack in this edition of This is Exclusive. On the other side, Prime Minister Modi's Tamil Nadu campaign continues, and the spotlight is on what many consider as BJP's South architect, K. Annamalai.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 11th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
हासिल करके रहता है। आज इसी प्रेरणा से, इसी ऊर्जा से भारत के लोग, हम लोग विकसित भारत के संकल्प पर काम कर रहे हैं। सारी दुनिया की मुश्किलों के बीच भारत ये दिखा रहा है कि उसके लिए कुछ भी असंभव नहीं है। आप मुझे बताइए साथियों, भारत जब दुनिया की सबसे तेजी से बढ़ती आर्थिक ताकत बना तो आपको गर्व हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? आपको गर्व हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? हमारे चंद्रयान ने जब चांद पर तिरंगा फहराया तो आपको गर्व हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? आपको गर्व हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? भारत में हुए भव्य G20 सम्मेलन की पूरी दुनिया में वाहवाही हुई, प्रशंसा हुई। आपको गर्व हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? कभी कांग्रेस सरकारें दुनिया से मदद मांगती थी, लेकिन कोरोना के महासंकट में भारत ने पूरी दुनिया में दवाइयां भेजी, वैक्सीन भेजी। ये सुनकर आपको गर्व हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? इन इंडी गठबंधन वालों को राम मंदिर के निर्माण से पहले भी नफरत थी और आज भी नफरत है। चलो भाई, आपने मंदिर बनने से रोकने के लिए अदालत में जो करना था कर लिया। आपने मंदिर न बने इसके लिए लाख कोशिश कर ली। लेकिन जब देश की जनता ने पाई पाई देकर के इतना भव्य मंदिर बना दिया, जब मंदिर वालों ने आपके सारे गुनाह माफ करके आपको प्राण प्रतिष्ठा के कार्यक्रम में सम्मानपूर्वक निमंत्रित किया, लेकिन आपने प्राण
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Arvind Kejriwal's attempts to distance himself as far as possible from Liquorgate, build a distance, stay away, not be associated, if required, blame it on Sisodia. All of that has failed. The Delhi High Court has directly linked him to the liquor scam conspiracy, saying he was part of the conspiracy. The Delhi High Court has upheld his arrest. And the Delhi High Court has said that Arvind Kejriwal was directly involved in the formulation of the liquor scam policy. And now if Arvind Kejriwal was involved in the formulation of the liquor scam policy, as the court is alleging, then he can no longer distance himself from the liquor scam. Therefore, till this afternoon, before what the court said, Arvind Kejriwal was presenting himself as a victim. Arvind Kejriwal and the AAP was presenting Kejriwal as someone who almost didn't know, was unaware of the whole scam, that there was a scam happening. He had no idea about it, that people were making money, crores were being made, siphoned. He had no idea. Arvind Kejriwal was innocent of all the information. But now that the court is echoing what the ED has alleged, who will believe Kejriwal or the Aam Aadmi Party? Maybe not even their own supporters. So far, the allegations were of the ED. The allegations were of the government. But now the observations are of the Delhi High Court. Kejriwal's strategy has been to take an image of victimhood among the people. Now the same people will ask him why the court does not believe him. Why the court does not believe he's innocent. Why the court says that his arrest is completely legal. So what is the long and short of it, viewers? The long and short of it is that Kejriwal does not have either a legal or a moral defense tonight. The worst thing that could have happened to Kejriwal is to have been linked by the court to the liquor scam conspiracy. Now let me ask you all tonight, all of you, and I know many of you, maybe even Kejriwal supporters. Let me ask all of you, including Kejriwal supporters, after what the courts have said today, after what the Delhi High Court has observed today, would even you, after what the courts have said, give Kejriwal the benefit of doubt? Yes, some of you will say, Arnab, he's not been convicted yet. Yes, I agree. But after what the court has said, he does not have the moral edge anymore.
A day after, Delhi High Court says Kejriwal is involved in Liquorgate conspiracy. Delhi Minister Rajkumar Anand resigns from Aam Aadmi Party. Up meanwhile is on the back foot, says more leaders will resign in the coming days. PM Modi leads BJP's fierce campaign in Tamil Nadu, invokes Jayalalitha. PM Modi's Tamil Nadu campaign continues. Spotlight on K. Annamalai, the Coimbatore BJP candidate. BJP drops sitting MP Kiran Kher from Chandigarh in the 10th candidates list. Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar sues Shashi Tharoor over defamation. A very good evening, viewers. Thank you for tuning into Republic TV. I'm Deepak Suresh Kumar. First up, on the campaign trail with Chennai Central, DMK candidate Dayanidhi Maran has predicted a record-breaking win for his party. Now, will the BJP make inroads in the DMK bastion, or will DMK retain its stronghold? Republic gets you the ground pulse from Chennai Central Lok Sabha constituency.
It's a triangular contest in Chennai Central. Over 23 lakh voters, a total of 39 parliamentary segments. It's DMK versus DMDK versus BJP in Chennai Central. And the BJP is betting big in the Dravidian state. Chennai Central will witness Dayanidhi Maran take on BJP's Vinod P. Selvam in phase 1 of the polls. On campaign trail in Chennai Central, hear out DMK candidate Dayanidhi Maran, who's predicted a record margin win for the DMK in the state.
We never had the Prime Minister come anywhere this side. When we asked them for relief, they never gave any relief. So we are now giving, RCM gave 6,000 rupees to each family affected in Chennai, throughout the state government funds. Not a single paisa came from the union government. People are coming out in masses and showing their support to us as for DMK. Definitely we can see this same repeat in all the 40 constituencies in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. Definitely we are going to win.
As Dayanidhi is testing his electoral fortunes for 4th time from this segment, will anti-incumbency turn the wave in BJP's favour, or will the DMDK see its fortune change? The battle lines are drawn and the stage is set for a pitched battle. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Moving on, incumbent MP from Amravati is contesting on a BJP ticket from the constituency. Republic TV gets you the ground pulse in Amravati as well, as Navneet Rana opens up about her plans for the constituency ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha battle.
'23 witnessed a fierce Hanuman Chalisa face-off. It was Navneet Rana versus Uddhav Thackeray. Embroiled in Hanuman Chalisa quagmire, Navneet made her Hindutva pitch clear to one and all. And this could be a turning factor for Navneet, who will be fighting from a bastion on a BJP ticket. As Republic tracks Navneet Rana, hear out her plans for the constituency ahead of the 2024 battle.
When I started my career, when I started working for people, when I took a stand for needy people. So I think I have never worked for some specific caste or religion or somebody. I just work where people want me, I am there with them.
And here the poll pitch of Navneet's opponent Dinesh Boob.
गवर्नमेंट हजारों लोगों को लाखों लोगों को नौकरी दे नहीं सकती, लेकिन जो लोग खुद का रोजगार खुद उपलब्ध करते हैं उनको समाज में एक प्रतिष्ठा प्राप्त होंगी और इस तरीके से काम करने से ये चीज़ें हो सकती है। ये जब समझा के बताऊंगा तब वो गवर्नमेंट में अमल में आएंगी।
Will BJP make a breakthrough with outsider candidate Navneet Rana? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
साथियों, कांग्रेस और डीएमके पार्टी के एक और पाखंड की चर्चा आज पूरा देश कर रहा है। जब कांग्रेस की सरकार थी तब कई दशक पहले इन लोगों ने कच्चा तीवू आइलैंड श्रीलंका को दे दिया। नाडू के लिए एक डेवलप भारत का नेतृत्व करने का समय है, लेकिन डीएमके तमिलनाडु को पुरानी सोच में, पुरानी पॉलिटिक्स में फंसाकर रखना चाहती है। पूरी डीएमके एक फैमिली की कंपनी बनकर रह गई है। डीएमके पार्टी की पॉलिटिक्स का मुख्य आधार है डिवाइड, डिवाइड और डिवाइड। ये पार्टी देश के लोगों को भाषा के नाम पर लड़ाती है, क्षेत्र के नाम पर लड़ाती है, धर्म और जाति के नाम पर लड़ाती है। डीएमके को पता है कि जिस दिन लोग डिवाइड एंड रूल की पॉलिटिक्स समझ गए, ये डीएमके को एक वोट नहीं मिलेगा, एक वोट। मेरे मन में वेलूर के लिए हमेशा से एक विशेष श्रद्धा रही है। जब मैं गुजरात का सीएम था तब भी मैं श्रीपुरम नारायणी मंदिर यानी गोल्डन टेम्पल आया था। तमिलनाडु तो शक्ति की उपासना करने वाले लोगों की धरती है, लेकिन इंडी अलायंस के लोग इसी शक्ति का भी अपमान करते हैं। आपको याद होगा कांग्रेस के युवराज ने क्या कहा है, हिंदू धर्म में जो शक्ति है वो उस शक्ति का विनाश करेंगे। यही मानसिकता डीएमके की भी है। ये लोग एक सनातन के विनाश की बात करते हैं, राम मंदिर का बहिष्कार करते हैं। डीएमके और इंडी गठबंधन महिलाओं के अपमान में भी पीछे नहीं है। इन्होंने अम्मा जयललिता के साथ कितना गलत व्यवहार किया था। आज भी डीएमके नेता महिलाओं के अपमान में कैसी कैसी भाषा बोलते हैं, ये तो यही वेलूर के लोगों ने ही देखा है। बीजेपी को, एनडीओ को दिया आपका आशीर्वाद सनातन शक्ति की रक्षा करेगा और महिलाओं का सम्मान भी बढ़ाएगा। 19 अप्रैल को एनडीए के पक्ष में आपका एक एक वोट तमिलनाडु के भविष्य की गारंटी बनेगा। इधो मोदी इन गारंटी।
Now viewers, the seat sharing in Maharashtra has been announced. The Maha Vikas Aghadi has also recently sealed its seat sharing deal as well. And just days after the announcement, expelled Congress leader Sanjay Nirupam has taken a dig at the grand old party. In his big claim, Nirupam has said that many Congress leaders have switched off their phones. Here's what you cannot miss.
The rift in the Maha Vikas Aghadi is out in the open. Expelled Congress leader Sanjay Nirupam has once again targeted the Uddhav Thackeray-led Maha Vikas Aghadi. After the alliance finalized its seat sharing in Maharashtra, Nirupam has made a grave prediction for the MVA. Taking a dig at the Congress party in Maharashtra, Nirupam said the party would be out at 0. Remember, just recently, the MVA announced its seat sharing in the state. And under the deal, 21 seats have been given to former Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena, 17 to Congress, and 10 to the Sharad Pawar-led Nationalist Congress Party. In a post on X, expelled Congress leader Sanjay Nirupam said the party won 2 seats in Maharashtra in the 2014 Lok Sabha polls, which decreased to 1 in 2019. Not just that, he also claimed that many Congress leaders have switched off their phones and were not reachable. In fact, he spoke exclusively to Republic TV and launched his unsparing attack on the Congress over its dwindling support in Maharashtra. Listen in.
कि जिस तरीके से गठबंधन हुआ है शिवसेना उबाठा कांग्रेस और शरद पवार एनसीपी शरद पवार के बीच, उसमें प्रारंभ से ही दिख रहा था कि बहुत ही छीना झपटी हो रही है सीटों की। आज हालात ये है कि जिस प्रकार की सीटें उबाठा ने कांग्रेस को भीख में दी है, उस हिसाब से शायद 2024 के लोकसभा चुनाव में कांग्रेस पार्टी 0 पर आउट हो जाए और पता नहीं कितने ट्रैवल एजेंट के पास विदेश दौरे की बुकिंग हो जाएगी, क्योंकि कांग्रेस पार्टी ने कभी भी अपने आप को बचाने के दृष्टिकोण से, खासकर दिल्ली में जो साउथ इंडियन लॉबी बैठा हुआ है कांग्रेस में, उसने कभी सोचा ही नहीं।
Remember viewers, the opposition seat-sharing pact came after growing friction within the Magha Vikas Aghadi in Maharashtra as the parties failed to reach an agreement on a few key seats. As part of the deal, Shiv Sena has retained the contentious seat of Sangli, while Bhiwandi has been taken by Congress. In return, Congress got the Mumbai North seat, which is traditionally retained by the Shiv Sena. Sanjay Nirupam's fresh dig at the grand old party comes just 3 days after he attacked Uddhav Sena leader Sanjay Raut, alleging that Raut took bribes of rupees 1 crore in the name of his family and also called him kingpin of the Khichdi scam. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Now the row over Kachativu Island is only intensifying with each passing day. Now it is Congress leader Digvijay Singh who has justified giving away the Kachativu Island by the Indian National Congress. Listen in to what he had to say.
एक बात सुन लीजिए, वहां के उस द्वीप पे कोई रहता है क्या? मैं पूछना चाहता हूं।
वो तो ये कह रहे हैं कि जो मछुआरों को द्वीप को देकर के मछुआरों का अरेस्ट करा करके फिर छुड़ाने का कांग्रेस पार्टी सिंपैथी गेन करने का
ये बेकार बातें करते हैं मोदी जी, बिना सिर पैर की।
प्रधानमंत्री कह रहे हैं कि आदिवासियों को हमेशा छला गया है, देश की आजादी में आदिवासियों का भी श्रेय था, लेकिन एक ही परिवार को श्रेय दिया गया। बालाघाट में कल वो आए थे, उन्होंने कहा पूरा क्लीन स्वीप होने वाला है, पूरी सीटें हम जीतने वाले।
जो कहना चाहे कहें, लेकिन आदिवासियों का हक दिलाने में भाजपा पीछे क्यों रहती है? वन अधिकार अधिनियम का राज्य सरकारों ने पालन क्यों नहीं किया? पैसा का कानून क्यों पालन नहीं करते? ग्राम सभाओं को क्यों अधिकार नहीं देते? क्यों उसके नियमों का पालन नहीं करते?
On the other hand, PM Modi launched a sharp attack on the grand old party over Kachativu Island controversy. He said that the Indie bloc is hypocritical and the decision to give Kachativu away to Sri Lanka has led to arrests of thousands of fishermen who went near the island. Listen in.
कांग्रेस और डीएमके पार्टी के एक और पाखंड की चर्चा आज पूरा देश कर रहा है। जब कांग्रेस की सरकार थी तब कई दशक पहले इन लोगों ने कच्चातीवू आइलैंड श्रीलंका को दे दिया। किस कैबिनेट में ये निर्णय हुआ, किसके फायदे के लिए फैसला हुआ, इस पर कांग्रेस की बोलती बंद है। बीते वर्षों में उस आइलैंड के पास जाने पर तमिलनाडु के हजारों मछुआरे गिरफ्तार हुए हैं, उनकी बोटें गिरफ्तार कर ली गई है। गिरफ्तारी पर कांग्रेस और डीएमके झूठी हमदर्दी दिखाते हैं, लेकिन ये लोग तमिलनाडु के लोगों को ये सच नहीं बताते कि कच्चा तीवू आइलैंड उन्होंने श्रीलंका को दे दिया और तमिलनाडु की जनता को अंधेरे में रखा था। एनडीए सरकार ऐसे मछुआरों को निरंतर रिहा कराकर वापस ला रही है। इतना ही नहीं, 5 मछुआरों को फांसी की सजा कर दी थी श्रीलंका ने, मैं उनको भी जिंदा वापस लौट के आया था। डीएमके कांग्रेस सिर्फ मछुआरों के ही नहीं बल्कि देश के भी गुनहगार है।
Now it's back-to-back setbacks for Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal because the Rouse Avenue Court has junked Kejriwal's plea seeking time to meet lawyers 5 times a week, and this as court made it very clear that no special privileges will be granted to the Delhi Chief Minister, who is the prime accused in the Liquorgate probe.
It's back-to-back setback for Arvind Kejriwal. A day after Delhi High Court rejected Kejriwal's plea while making some scathing observations.
There is evidence against the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, and also goes on to say that this is about the concealment of the proceeds of crime. That is the reason why the court has basically come to a conclusion that the plea that has been filed by Arvind Kejriwal does not stand any longer.
Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court dismissed another plea of Arvind Kejriwal.
देखिए, कल माननीय न्यायालय ने जो टिप्पणी की है या जो जजमेंट दी है, शराब घोटाले के एक एक तार उन्होंने जोड़ते हुए दिखाए हैं कि किस तरह से अरविंद केजरीवाल ने मुख्यमंत्री रहते नई पॉलिसी बनाई और उस पॉलिसी में ये प्रावधान किया कि कैसे उसमें कमाई की जाए, कैसे दिल्ली की जनता को लूटा जाए, कैसे पैसे कमाए जाए, कैसे भ्रष्टाचार किया। ये सब अरविंद केजरीवाल की सहमति से हुआ, साजिश से हुआ है। और इतना स्पष्ट निर्णय आने के बाद अगर थोड़ी सी भी नैतिकता इनमें होती अरविंद केजरीवाल या आम आदमी पार्टी में, तो दिल्ली की जनता से माफ़ी मांगते और तुरंत इस्तीफा देते।
As the Delhi Chief Minister wanted to meet lawyers 5 times a week, Delhi court junked the plea, making it clear that Kejriwal can meet lawyers only twice a week.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट से न्याय ज़रूर मिलेगा। आज हम लोगों ने सुप्रीम कोर्ट के अंदर अपनी बात रखी। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने उस मामले को सुनने के लिए समय दिया और हमें उम्मीद है कि जिस तरीके से संजय सिंह जी के मामले में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एक राह दिखाई, उसी तरीके से अरविंद जी के मामले में भी सुप्रीम कोर्ट कोई नई राह दिखाएगा।
Note, the Delhi prison manual makes it mandatory to meet legal counsels only for 2 days in a week. Judge Kaveri Baweja took cognizance of the fact that despite being the Delhi Chief Minister, no special privileges can be granted to him.
Setback after setback for Arvind Kejriwal once again as his plea to meet his lawyers 5 times a week has been rejected by the Rouse Avenue Court. What we know so far, as per the court manual, Arvind Kejriwal is only allowed to meet his lawyers twice a week, which he challenged and had sought a meeting for 5 times a week, but that has been dismissed by the court. Now let me tell you, according to the rules, Kejriwal can meet his lawyers only twice a week.
While ED is trying to establish money trail in the scam that runs into crores of rupees, Kejriwal and team is only scouting for more legal options. From Hawala route, the Goa election funding, to now the role of Punjab excise officials under scanner. ED is going all out to get to the bottom of liquor scam. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Well, viewers, after the setback at the Rouse Avenue Court, the Aam Aadmi Party's troubles continue to deepen because a Delhi minister, Rajkumar Anand, has also resigned, and following his resignation, Aam Aadmi Party MP and Minister Saurabh Bharadwaj along with Sanjay Singh said that more leaders are likely to resign in the coming days, and they also called out the BJP of trying to topple the government in the national capital. So we'll have to wait and watch how and whether these claims by the Aam Aadmi Party top faces will materialize in the coming days or not. But let's shift our focus on the three-cornered contest, but after a quick break, because it's a three-cornered contest with India Alliance, Congress, Left and the BJP in the poll fray in Wayanad. We will get you all the updates in this high-voltage poll battle in Wayanad after a quick break. Do stay with us. Along with this, we'll also tell you more about Prime Minister Modi's rally in Maharashtra on the other side of a quick break.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 11th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष ने कहा है कि मोदी देश के दूसरे राज्यों में कश्मीर की बात क्यों करता है, दूसरे राज्यों का कश्मीर से क्या लेना देना, लेकिन 140 करोड़ देशवासियों के लिए कश्मीर मां भारती का मस्तक समान है कि नहीं है? कश्मीर हमारा मस्तक है कि नहीं है?
Sunday is synonymous with holiday, a day off in most countries except in Germany, where it is not just rest, but it is considered sacred. The Sunday rest is followed so strictly that it has been enshrined in law. And this law is applicable not only to humans, but to robots as well. It all started with a legal battle brewing over the observance of Sunday rest. Tegut, a renowned retailer known for its innovative automated stores, found itself at the center of controversy. Tegut's futuristic automated stores are popular among consumers seeking convenience, especially on Sundays. However, a recent court ruling has mandated that even these automated stores must observe Sunday rest. The legal dispute was triggered by Germany's service sector union Verdi, citing the importance of guaranteed time off for workers, a caveat protected by the German constitution itself. However, Tegut contends that its automated stores should be exempt from Sunday shopping restrictions. When automated stores are not run by humans, why is Germany adamant on protecting the rights of robots? If Tegut is allowed to be open, other stores might reconsider. This may derail the concept of Sunday rest, especially in Germany. The move to rest robots on Sundays has stoked a controversy because a legal tussle continues to rage on as we speak. Agency report, Republic TV.
मोदी कहता है कि पैसा सीधे लाभार्थी के बैंक खाते में जाए, लेकिन टीएमसी कह रही है कि केंद्र का पैसा पहले उनके खाते में आए। अब आप मुझे बताइए, जनता के हक का पैसा मैं टीएमसी को कैसे लूटने दूं?
Years after PM Modi visited Tesla's manufacturing facility in California, his dream to bring Tesla to India is finally seeing the light. Tesla CEO Elon Musk announced plans to start manufacturing in India.
I can say he really wants to do the right thing for India. He wants to be open. He wants to be supportive of new companies, and obviously, but at the same time, make sure it accrues to India's advantage, which is, obviously that's the job. I'm saying I am a fan of Modi, so I have to say that.
This development comes nearly 5 months after Union Minister Piyush Goyal also paid a visit to Tesla's manufacturing facility. And Airport plans to expand India's manufacturing prowess.
I think the purpose of my visit was very clear. I was looking at engaging with the high quality senior level Indian talent who's contributing to Tesla's success story. And I was also very keen to see the electric vehicle factory because
जब ये लोग मेरे स्वर्गीय पिताजी या माताजी को गाली देने लगे तो समझ जाइए फिर एक बार जब ईवीएम पर सवाल उठने लगे तो रुझान समझ जाइए फिर एक बार। साथियों, आजकल ये इंडी गठबंधन वाले और उनके लोग ये झूठ भी फैला रहे हैं कि मोदी तीसरी बार सरकार में आया तो लोकतंत्र और संविधान खतरे में पड़ जाएगा। अभी नितिन जी ने उसका बड़ा जम करके जवाब दिया है। मैं जब से राजनीति में आया हूं, ये कोई ऐसा चुनाव नहीं गया है जिसमें उन्होंने ये घिसी पीटी कथा न सुनाई हो। अटल जी की सरकार बनी तब भी ऐसे ही गीत गा रहे थे। इसका मतलब इनकी बैंकरप्सी इतनी है कि इनके पास कोई नया आइडिया भी नहीं है। इमरजेंसी के दौरान क्या लोकतंत्र खतरे में नहीं पड़ा था? पूरब से पश्चिम तक, उत्तर से दक्षिण तक अगर इन लोगों के परिवार का सरकार का एक प्रकार से कब्जा था, चारों तरफ वही नजर आ रहे थे, क्या उस समय लोकतंत्र खतरे में नहीं पड़ता था? एक गरीब का बेटा जैसे ही देश का प्रधानमंत्री बन गया, इन्हें लोकतंत्र और संविधान खतरे में दिखाई देने लगा। जिन लोगों ने भ्रष्टाचार करके पैसे जमा किए हैं ना, ईडी ने करीब 3,000 करोड़ रुपया उनका संपत्ति और सारी चीजें अटैच करके रखी हुई है। 3,000 करोड़ रुपया। तो जो 3,000 करोड़ रुपये इनके अटैच किए ना, मैं इन गरीबों को वापस करवाऊंगा।
मार्च 2023 को सीआरपीएफ का लखापाल में कैंप खुला था। उस कैंप खुलने के बाद जो हमारा टीम्स जाती हैं एरिया डोमिनेशन की, उस एरिया डोमिनेशन में हमने ये केरला पेंटा गांव में एक पारा में देखा कि एक मंदिर है जो पुराना मंदिर था, काफ़ी जीर्ण शीर्ण अवस्था में था। उस मंदिर को देखने के बाद यहाँ से जब पूछताछ की गई गाँव वालों से पता चला, तो ये पता चला कि एक पुराना ऐतिहासिक मंदिर है और यहाँ पूर्व में मेला भी लगा, वार्षिक मेला भी लगता था। आगे जानकारी जानने में पता हुआ कि सन 2003 में नक्सलियों द्वारा इस मंदिर को क्षतिग्रस्त किया गया और इसको बंद करा दिया गया, यहाँ पूजा पाठ सब बंद करा दिया गया और उन्हें इस मंदिर को काफ़ी नुकसान ही पहुँचाया। उसके बाद कोई एक मंदिर का एक परिवार चोरी छुपे यहाँ पूजा करता रहा।
Day after High Court says Kejriwal is involved in liquor gate conspiracy, Delhi Minister Rajkumar Anand resigns. AAP meanwhile is on the back foot, says more leaders might quit. PM leads BJP's fierce campaign in Tamil Nadu, invokes jab. Prime Minister Modi's Tamil Nadu campaign continues. 7th visit in 7 weeks. Spotlight on K. Annamalai. BJP drops sitting MP Kiran Kher from Chandigarh in 10th candidates list. Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar sues Shashi Tharoor for defamation. Good evening and welcome friends to this 7 p.m. biggest story tonight. Before we go to the stories that we have lined up from across the country, across the Republic, let's cut to Ramtek in Maharashtra, where Prime Minister is speaking and addressing a rally. Listen in.
धर्म की शक्ति को भी समाप्त करना चाहते हैं। आप मुझे बताइए, क्या ऐसे इंडी गठबंधन वालों को महाराष्ट्र में एक भी सीट जीतने देंगे? एक भी सीट जीतने देंगे? उनको इनके पापों की सजा मिलनी चाहिए कि नहीं मिलनी चाहिए? ये चुनाव में वोट देकर के उनको सजा देंगे कि नहीं देंगे? साथियों, भारतीय जनता पार्टी, शिवसेना, एनसीपी, ये सब मिलकर के आज आपके पास आए हैं। आपका एक एक वोट इनको जिताने के लिए तो है, लेकिन उनको सजा देने के लिए भी है। साथियों, आजादी के बाद से कांग्रेस ने साजिश के तहत एससी, एसटी, ओबीसी समाज को हर प्रकार से पीछे रखा। कांग्रेस ने बाबा साहब आंबेडकर की राजनीति को खत्म किया। कांग्रेस ने बाबा साहब को भारत रत्न से वंचित रखा। जब बीजेपी के समर्थन से केंद्र में सरकार बनी, तो बाबा साहब को भारत रत्न दिया गया। जब 2014 में एनडीए सरकार बनी, तो एक दलित मां के बेटे भारत के राष्ट्रपति बने। जब 2019 में फिर एनडीए सरकार बनी, तो एक आदिवासी मां की बेटी पहली बार देश की पहली नागरिक राष्ट्रपति बनी।
All right, Prime Minister in Ramtek invoking both the Ram Temple and Bhimrao Ambedkar. Moving on, and even as courts have taken note of attacks by stray dogs from time to time, there is clearly no solution in sight to the menace. In another incident reported from Karnataka's Bagalkot, with some horrific pictures coming in, an elderly man sustained grievous injuries as he was mauled by a bunch of dogs, stray dogs, in that town. Now, if you look at the pictures and then look at what happened to the man, you realize the scale of the menace that we are facing, and Bagalkot being only the latest example. We have seen similar pictures coming in from across the country, particularly children being targeted by a pack of dogs. This incident happened on the 8th of April, and we have, of course, as I mentioned, known similar instances, particularly children being targeted, with many of the municipalities clueless as to how to tackle this. This is a citizen's safety issue and something about which all of us should be concerned, and we at Republic are trying to do our bit by bringing under focus in prime time this stray dog menace which continues unabated. Take a look at this report.
The persistent threat of stray dog attacks in India remains unabated. Over the last few years, the country has seen a sudden rise in the number of cases involving stray dog attacks. Here is one such attack which happened yesterday. Watch how a group of 5 to 6 dogs pounced on an elderly man as he attempted to fend them off. Another video from Ghaziabad shows how a youth was attacked by a pit bull dog. These are not all. Over the last year, several such incidents have come to light, raising serious questions on the safety of citizens. Watch. Take a look at these other videos from the recent past. Remember, just last year, Wagh Bakri Tea Group owner Parag Desai had passed away following a tragic encounter with stray dogs near his residence. The alarming trend hasn't escaped the attention of the courts. In fact, the judiciary has made strong observations regarding the issue. The courts have time and again observed that human lives should be given preference. The act of feeding stray dogs must not be carried out at the cost of human lives. The numbers are astonishing. In 2022 alone, over 5,900 cases of stray dog bites were recorded per day, while in 2021, over 4,500 similar cases across India were registered. According to World Health Organization statistics, India accounts for 36% of the global deaths and 65% of deaths in the Southeast Asia region due to rabies.
What seems to be overlooked often is that a dog bite is an accident. It is not a premeditated crime. A dog has the mental age of a 2.5-year-old. He reacts to a trigger. So what we need to understand is the trigger, and that is the way to avert such incidents and improve safety all around. For example, simple training we give children with regard to traffic, fire, water, so many other environmental hazards. But we never teach them on how to coexist safely and happily with the animals that share our lives and our world.
A pressing question looms. What are the comprehensive measures can effectively curb the escalating canine attacks, which have tragically claimed numerous lives nationwide? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Well, the Karnataka High Court has overturned a circular issued by the central government banning 23 breeds of ferocious dogs which are dangerous for human life. In its order, the court said Union of India could not have passed a blanket ban without constituting a proper committee, hearing stakeholders. A single-judge bench of Justice M. Nagaprasanna struck down the circular while also stating that the central government is at liberty to issue a fresh circular after proper consultation and by following proper procedure. The joint petition was moved by a professional dog handler and the owner of a Rottweiler, who alleged that the expert committee whose recommendations led to the circular banning those 23 breeds had not consulted any stakeholder before the decision. The centre, led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, had asked all states and union territories to ban those breeds of ferocious dogs which are dangerous for human life. This comes after the central government assured the Delhi High Court in December 2023 that it would expeditiously decide on the demand for a ban on licenses to keep dangerous dog breeds. Another report on the story. All right, in fact, that was in the context of the Bagalkot incident that we brought to your notice what Karnataka High Court has done, viewers. But moving on, a concerning footage has been accessed wherein a patient is being taken to the hospital on a cot carried by local residents on their shoulders. It is being reported that the locals had to walk for 45 minutes to reach the ambulance. This is in Odisha. The BJP has expressed their anger over the matter, saying that the government in the state has failed the state and its people with respect to its health infrastructure, which the party charged is in shambles. Take a look at this report.
A heart-wrenching video has surfaced in Odisha. And viewers, this exposes the medical infrastructure in Odisha, which is in shambles. Take a look at this video. Watch how a patient is being taken to hospital on a cot due to lack of proper road connectivity. With no proper connectivity, the locals claim that the cot with the patient was carried for at least 45 minutes to reach an ambulance. Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has hit out at the state government. Responding to the footage, Dharmendra Pradhan slammed Naveen Patnaik over the condition of healthcare in Odisha. He charged that the Odisha government has cheated the people for 25 years, which would now be rectified after the BJP forms its double-engine government in the state.
Aji Odisha गणमाध्यम रे संबलपुर जिला संपर्क रे गोटिए खबर बाहरी रोगी को बोही संपर्कीय ग्रामवासी अगम्य रास्ते चलवा पर जाई एम्बुलेंस निकट में पहुँचुंट एटा आज ओडिशार वास्तविक स्थिति जो माने 25 वर्ष शासन रहिबा परे भी ओडिशार साधारण लोकंकर संबलपुर जिलार सदर महकुमरू 50-60 किलोमीटर भीतर ये अवस्था पीड़िता को परिवार लोक माने 45 मिनिट भार करिकी खटियारे बोहिकी आणला परे एम्बुलेंस पाखरे पहुंचुचंती.
This footage has raised important questions. Will the state be answerable for this? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
All right, in this bulletin across the Republic, we are focusing on stories that are relevant, that mean something to you viewers and that have an impact. That's why let's focus now on Maharashtra, although the monsoon season has not yet arrived. We are already seeing the surge of mosquito-borne diseases in the first 3 months of the year. Maharashtra is witnessing the highest number of cases such as dengue, malaria and chikungunya. Last year there were 36,857 reported cases, and this year the situation looks grim. Look for this report and make for yourself a judgment as to what's really happening down there in Maharashtra.
Before the onset of the monsoon season, Maharashtra recorded a certain number of cases of the mosquito-borne disease. Let's see the number of cases reported for the first 3 months of the year. The state has recorded 36,857 cases last year, and the trend still continues. Health advisories have expressed their concerns about this issue, emphasizing that it could have adverse impacts during the upcoming monsoon season. Urbanization that creates favorable breeding grounds with inadequate sanitation and drainage has to be stopped.
The change in our monsoons
are some of the reasons why mosquito-borne illnesses are occurring even in drier months. We've had unseasonal rain, and along with it we have a lot of construction and other work going on where waterlogging is possible, also drainage systems and the use of lot of water storage systems makes the chances of having mosquito-borne illnesses much higher these days.
Inadequate public health infrastructure and awareness contributes to delayed diagnosis and treatment.
See, most of the problems occur, most of these cases occur only after the rainy seasons, because that time there is a stagnant water is there. So in this time BMC mostly do that all fogging and precaution they all usually take.
To address the mosquito-borne disease issue, we need to take preventive measures to stop the mosquitoes from multiplying.
On an individual level, precautions include making sure that there is no waterlogging like in paint cans or in flower pots and their saucers or in other storage areas where water may log and mosquitoes may breed. Also fountains and other areas around the house, if there are drainage systems, they need to be covered and closed.
There is an adequate need of collaboration with experts and health officials and the administration and citizens to combat mosquito-borne diseases effectively. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
All right, dog menace in Karnataka. We had health infrastructure crumbling in Odisha, and now mosquito-borne diseases rearing their head early in Maharashtra. Moving on, BJP workers protested against Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and demanded his resignation as the Chief Minister of the state of the city state. Arvind Kejriwal is right now lodged in Tihar jail in Liquorgate scam. Here's a report.
This comes just hour after Delhi High Court made it amply clear that no special privileges will be given to Kejriwal. In fact, the top court has also refused urgent hearing in Kejriwal's case. So, while these are back-to-back setbacks for Arvind Kejriwal, the BJP demanding resignation of Kejriwal from the Chief Minister's post. These are scenes from outside the Aam Aadmi Party office. Protest being staged by the the BJP workers. And as we speak, water cannons are being used on those protesters who are demanding resignation of the Delhi Chief Minister as he remains in judicial custody in Liquorgate probe. So this after the Delhi High Court made it amply clear that no special privileges would be given to Delhi Chief Minister, who demanded that he should be allowed to meet his lawyers 5 times a week, to which the Delhi court has made it clear that Kejriwal would be allowed to meet only twice a week, as is the standard protocol. But as we speak, these are the live scenes from outside the Aam Aadmi Party office.
All right, those who have it, it's a hit, and those who don't have it, for them it's a miss. Despite thriving stock market, gold prices continue to climb, reaching record highs worldwide. The surge is propelled by expectations of US rate cuts and escalating geopolitical tensions. Silver prices follow suit, obviously, hitting their highest levels in 3 years, reflecting the broader uncertainty in global markets. Take a look at this report.
The case of gold prices surging despite a roaring stock market rally has sparked attention. While traditionally gold and stocks have shared an inverse relationship, recent months have defied the norm. Major drivers behind this surge seem to be rate cuts by the US Federal Reserve, geopolitical tensions that currently grip the world, and the weakening Indian rupee. It is also believed that with India approaching a general election year, economic and political uncertainties are on the rise, prompting investors to hedge their bets by investing in gold. No more in this explainer.
So why is the price of gold rising despite stock market rally? Traditionally, gold and stock markets exhibit an inverse relationship. When the stock market performs poorly, gold markets tend to rise, acting as a hedge against inflation and economic uncertainty. However, in recent years, we have witnessed a peculiar phenomenon. Gold prices are skyrocketing even as the stock market enjoys a record-breaking rally. Let's delve into the reasons behind this seemingly uncontradictory trend. Number 1 reason: expectation of US Fed rate cuts. Financial markets anticipate the US Federal Reserve to implement rate cuts in the coming quarters. This anticipation weakens the US dollar and makes gold a more attractive investment. Lower interest rates decrease the opportunity cost of holding non-interest bearing assets like gold, leading to increased demand and a price hike. Number 2, aggressive gold accumulation by China. China's central bank has been aggressively accumulating gold reserves in recent years, aiming to diversify its holdings and reduce dependence on the US dollar.
In today's market update, gold prices witnessed decent gains in domestic futures trading, tracking positive global cues. MCX gold for June delivery traded 0.4% higher at 71,652 rupees per 10 grams, reflecting the ongoing bullish sentiment. On Tuesday, gold prices hit a record high in international markets. Even silver prices surged to 3-year peaks. Experts believe changes in global geopolitics and trade dynamics, combined with worries about US fiscal profligacy, may be driving the current rise in gold price. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
From gold to another news that you can use. Travelers will have to shell out more for domestic flight this summer season, with airfares surging by as much as 20 to 25% amid the Vistara flight cancellations. Strong air travel demand and rising fuel costs are also adding to the woes of flyers. Understand. Have a look.
Travelers gearing up for their summer getaways, get ready to brace yourselves to shell out more on your travel budgets. Domestic airfares are set to soar by 20 to 25% this summer. The surge in airfares comes amidst a series of challenges faced by the airline industry, sending ripple effects across the travel landscape. Vistara, one of the most prominent carriers, is feeling the pinch even more due to a pilot shortage. The airline has announced significant flight cancellations, cutting 25 to 30 flights daily, which accounts for about 10% of its total capacity. The price rise comes as Vistara grapples with a pilot crisis, further compounded by the recent bankruptcy of Go First and the grounding of over 70% of Indigo flights due to engine issues. In a statement released on April 7th, Vistara, which is owned by Tata Sons, outlined their strategy to cope with the challenges. By the end of April, Vistara is expected to cancel around 1,000 flights, strategically planning to return to the same level of operations at the end of February 2024. Keep watching as we'll continue to keep you informed on the latest developments in the aviation sector. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Right, on that note, we slip into a short break, but coming up on the other side, day after High Court says Kejriwal is involved in Liquorgate conspiracy, his minister Rajkumar resigns.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 11th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
हासिल करके रहता है। आज इसी प्रेरणा से, इसी ऊर्जा से भारत के लोग, हम लोग विकसित भारत के संकल्प पर काम कर रहे हैं। सारी दुनिया की मुश्किलों के बीच भारत ये दिखा रहा है कि उसके लिए कुछ भी असंभव नहीं है। आप मुझे बताइए साथियों, भारत जब दुनिया की सबसे तेजी से बढ़ती आर्थिक ताकत बना तो आपको गर्व हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? आपको गर्व हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? हमारे चंद्रयान ने जब चांद पर तिरंगा फहराया तो आपको गर्व हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? आपको गर्व हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? भारत में हुए भव्य G20 सम्मेलन की पूरी दुनिया में वाहवाही हुई, प्रशंसा हुई। आपको गर्व हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? कभी कांग्रेस सरकारें दुनिया से मदद मांगती थी, लेकिन कोरोना के महासंकट में भारत ने पूरी दुनिया में दवाइयां भेजी, वैक्सीन भेजी। ये सुनकर आपको गर्व हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? इन इंडी गठबंधन वालों को उत्तर प्रदेश में 2 लड़कों की जो फिल्म पिछली बार फ्लॉप हो चुकी है, उस 2 लड़कों की फिल्म को इन लोगों ने फिर से रिलीज किया है। मुझे समझ नहीं आता, अरे काठ की हांडी को ये इंडी गठबंधन वाले कितनी बार चढ़ाएंगे?
YouTubers, they produce content relating to the activities of the monkeys, and they have fed the monkeys with food in which, whereas the monkeys should be left.
A very good evening, viewers. It's 7:30 p.m. and it's time for taking a look at all the top 50 stories of the day. In a significant blow to the Aam Aadmi Party, Delhi Social Welfare Minister Rajkumar Anand has resigned from his post and also quit the Aam Aadmi Party. Following his resignation, he expressed his unwillingness to remain in a party that does not prioritize Dalits. Now, Kumar says he has no plans to join any other political party. Rajkumar Anand has said that Aam Aadmi Party has 13 Rajya Sabha seats, but none of them are Dalit, women or from the backward classes. He further said that in such a situation, all Dalits feel cheated, and due to all of this, it was difficult for him to remain in this party.
राज्यसभा सांसद हैं आम आदमी पार्टी के, उनमें से एक भी दलित या पिछड़ा या महिला कोई भी नहीं है। तो ये जब रिप्रेजेंटेशन की बात आती है तो ये पार्टी अपना पीछे हो जाती है।
Narendra Modi, while addressing a public rally in Vellore, said that when Congress was in government, these people gave a Kachativu island to Sri Lanka. Modi questioned the Congress party for remaining silent.
कांग्रेस और डीएमके पार्टी के एक और पाखंड की चर्चा आज पूरा देश कर रहा है। जब कांग्रेस की सरकार थी तब कई दशक पहले इन लोगों ने कच्चा तीवू आइलैंड श्रीलंका को दे दिया।
Now, political war over Kachativu continues as Congress leader Digvijay Singh has reacted to Prime Minister's statement on the island, questioning, does anybody live on that island? Prime Minister Narendra Modi says that DMK wants to keep Tamil Nadu trapped in old politics and that the party has become a company of one family. Prime Minister further went on to say that due to DMK's family politics, the youth of Tamil Nadu are not getting a chance to move ahead. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar said that the country will show faith in Prime Minister Modi guarantees for this election. He further went on to say that they are confident that this country will support us in carrying forward these guarantees. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar said that India used to tolerate terrorism, but that time is over now. He also said that the response to any terrorist attack is that of Balakot and Uri. Supreme Court has said that it will not accept the apology tendered by Yoga Guru Baba Ramdev and Patanjali Ayurved Managing Director Acharya Balakrishna. Apology was tendered in response to the case for allegedly publishing misleading advertisements. Delhi BJP leaders and workers held protests demanding the resignation of Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. Police used water cannons to disperse the BJP workers. Rao's Avenue Court today rejected the petition filed by Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal demanding meetings with lawyers in jail 5 times a week. The court said that Kejriwal can meet lawyers only 2 times a week. After the High Court rejected the plea of Arvind Kejriwal meeting his lawyer, BJP leader Kapil Mishra said that the High Court has never made such kind of remarks against the Chief Minister in the past. It's the first time the High Court has said what it has said about Arvind Kejriwal and linking him to a liquor gate or linking him to a corruption scandal. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari said that Congress party has done the sin of breaking the constitution, and they have broken the constitution 80 times, that they have violated it. Gadkari says that no one is bigger, dharma is greater than anything else. High Court ordered the formation of a special investigation team of the CBI to probe into the allegations of crimes against women and land grabbing in West Bengal's Sandesh Khale area. The order was passed by the division bench of Chief Justice T.S. Shivgangam and Justice Hiranmoy Bhattacharya. Union Minister Smriti Irani says that it has been a long time since Mamata is safeguarding Sheikh Shah Jahan. She also went on to say that now they will get justice. The women of Sandesh Khale will get justice, and the court has ordered the CBI to take up the case. Now shifting focus to what's happening ahead of the elections. Now on the campaign trail with Chennai Central DMK candidate Dayanidhi Maran predicted a record-breaking win for the DMK. Now will the BJP make inroads in DMK's bastion, or will DMK retain its stronghold? Republic TV gets you the ground pulse from Chennai in this report from Chennai Central. Take a look.
It's a triangular contest in Chennai Central. Over 23 lakh voters, a total of 39 parliamentary segments. It's DMK versus DMDK versus BJP in Chennai Central. And the BJP is betting big in the Dravidian state. Chennai Central will witness Dayanidhi Maran take on BJP's Vinod P. Selvam in phase 1 of the polls. On campaign trail in Chennai Central, hear out DMK candidate Dayanidhi Maran, who's predicted a record margin win for the DMK in the state.
We never had the Prime Minister come anywhere this side. When we asked them for relief, they never gave any relief. So we are now giving, RCM gave 6,000 rupees to each family affected in Chennai throughout the state government funds. Not a single paisa came from the central union government. People are coming out in masses and showing their support to us for DMK. Definitely we can see this same repeat in all the 40 constituencies in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. Definitely we are going to win.
As Dayanidhi is testing his electoral fortunes for 4th time from this segment, will anti-incumbency turn the wave in BJP's favour, or will the DMDK see its fortune change? The battle lines are drawn and the stage is set for a pitched battle. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Now the incumbent MP from Amravati is contesting on a BJP ticket from the constituency. Republic TV gets you the ground pulse from Amravati now, as Navneet Rana has opened up about her plans for the constituency ahead of the 2024 battle. Take a look.
2023 witnessed a fierce Hanuman Chalisa face-off. It was Navneet Rana versus Uddhav Thackeray. Embroiled in Hanuman Chalisa quagmire, Navneet made her Hindutva pitch clear to one and all. And this could be a turning factor for Navneet, who will be fighting from a bastion on a BJP ticket. As Republic tracks Navneet Rana, hear out her plans for the constituency ahead of the 2024 battle.
When I started my career, when I started working for people, when I took a stand for needy people, so I think I have never worked for some specific caste or religion or somebody. I just work where people want me, I am there with them.
And here the poll pitch of Navneet's opponent Dinesh Boob.
गवर्नमेंट हजारों लोगों को लाखों लोगों को नौकरी दे नहीं सकती, लेकिन जो लोग खुद का रोजगार खुद उपलब्ध करते हैं उनको समाज में एक प्रतिष्ठा प्राप्त होंगी और इस तरीके से काम करने से ये चीज़ें हो सकती है। ये जब समझा के बताऊंगा तब वो गवर्नमेंट में अमल में आएंगी।
Will BJP make a breakthrough with outsider candidate Navneet Rana? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
के पार्टी के एक और पाखंड की चर्चा आज पूरा देश कर रहा है। जब कांग्रेस की सरकार थी तब कई दशक पहले इन लोगों ने कच्चा तीवू आइलैंड श्रीलंका को दे दिया। तमिलनाडु के लिए एक डेवलप भारत का नेतृत्व करने का समय है, लेकिन डीएमके तमिलनाडु को पुरानी सोच में, पुरानी पॉलिटिक्स में फंसाकर रखना चाहती है। पूरी डीएमके एक फैमिली की कंपनी बनकर रह गई है। डीएमके पार्टी की पॉलिटिक्स का मुख्य आधार है डिवाइड, डिवाइड और डिवाइड। ये पार्टी देश के लोगों को भाषा के नाम पर लड़ाती है, क्षेत्र के नाम पर लड़ाती है, धर्म और जाति के नाम पर लड़ाती है। डीएमके को पता है कि जिस दिन लोग डिवाइड एंड रूल की पॉलिटिक्स समझ गए, ये डीएमके को एक वोट नहीं मिलेगा, एक वोट। मेरे मन में वेलूर के लिए हमेशा से एक विशेष श्रद्धा रही है। जब मैं गुजरात का सीएम था तब भी मैं श्रीपुरम नारायणी मंदिर यानी गोल्डन टेम्पल आया था। तमिलनाडु तो शक्ति की उपासना करने वाले लोगों की धरती है, लेकिन इंडी अलायंस के लोग इसी शक्ति का भी अपमान करते हैं। आपको याद होगा कांग्रेस के युवराज ने क्या कहा है, हिंदू धर्म में जो शक्ति है वो उस शक्ति का विनाश करेंगे। यही मानसिकता डीएमके की भी है। ये लोग एक सनातन के विनाश की बात करते हैं, राम मंदिर का बहिष्कार करते हैं। डीएमके और इंडी गठबंधन महिलाओं के अपमान में भी पीछे नहीं है। इन्होंने अम्मा जयललिता के साथ कितना गलत व्यवहार किया था। आज भी डीएमके नेता महिलाओं के अपमान में कैसी कैसी भाषा बोलते हैं, ये तो यही वेलूर के लोगों ने ही देखा है। बीजेपी को, एनडीओ को दिया आपका आशीर्वाद सनातन शक्ति की रक्षा करेगा और महिलाओं का सम्मान भी बढ़ाएगा। 19 अप्रैल को एनडीए के पक्ष में आपका एक एक वोट तमिलनाडु के भविष्य की गारंटी बनेगा। इधर मोदी इन गारंटी।
Now viewers, the seat sharing in Maharashtra has been announced. Mahavikas Aghadi recently announced the seat sharing deal, and just days after the announcement, expelled Congress leader Sanjay Nirupam has taken a dig at the Grand Old Party. In a big claim now, Sanjay Nirupam has said that many Congress leaders have switched off their phones. Here's a claim that you cannot miss to know about. Listen in.
The rift in the Mahavikas Aghadi is out in the open. Expelled Congress leader Sanjay Nirupam has once again targeted the Uddhav Thackeray-led Mahavikas Aghadi. After the alliance finalized its seat sharing in Maharashtra, Nirupam has made a grave prediction for the MVA. Taking a dig at the Congress party in Maharashtra, Nirupam said the party would be out at 0. Remember, just recently, the MVA announced its seat sharing in the state. And under the deal, 21 seats have been given to former Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena, 17 to Congress and 10 to the Sharad Pawar-led Nationalist Congress Party. In a post on X, Expelled Congress leader Sanjay Nirupam said the party won 2 seats in Maharashtra in the 2014 Lok Sabha polls, which decreased to 1 in 2019. Not just that, he also claimed that many Congress leaders have switched off their phones and were not reachable. In fact, he spoke exclusively to Republic TV and launched his unsparing attack on the Congress over its dwindling support in Maharashtra. Listen in.
कि जिस तरीके से गठबंधन हुआ है शिवसेना उबाठा कांग्रेस और शरद पवार एनसीपी शरद पवार के बीच, उसमें प्रारंभ से ही दिख रहा था कि बहुत ही छीना झपटी हो रही है सीटों की। आज हालात ये है कि जिस प्रकार की सीटें उबाठा ने कांग्रेस को भीख में दी है, उस हिसाब से शायद 2024 के लोकसभा चुनाव में कांग्रेस पार्टी 0 पर आउट हो जाए और पता नहीं कितने ट्रैवल एजेंट के पास विदेश दौरे की बुकिंग हो जाएगी, क्योंकि कांग्रेस पार्टी ने कभी भी अपने आप को बचाने के दृष्टिकोण से, खासकर दिल्ली में जो साउथ इंडियन लॉबी बैठा हुआ है कांग्रेस में, उसने कभी सोचा ही नहीं।
Remember viewers, the opposition seat-sharing pact came after growing friction within the Maha Vikas Aghadi in Maharashtra as the parties failed to reach an agreement on a few key seats. As part of the deal, Shiv Sena has retained the contentious seat of Sangli, while Bhiwandi has been taken by Congress. In return, Congress got the Mumbai North seat, which is traditionally retained by the Shiv Sena. Sanjay Nirupam's fresh dig at the grand old party comes just 3 days after he attacked Uddhav Sena leader Sanjay Raut, alleging that Raut took bribes of ₹1 crore in the name of his family and also called him kingpin of the Khichdi scam. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Time for short break, viewers. On the other side, the day after High Court said Kejriwal is involved in Liquorgate conspiracy, Delhi Minister Rajkumar Anand has resigned, says the party is anti-Dalit. We get you all that much more on the other side. Stay tuned.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 11th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
मोदी कहता है कि पैसा सीधे लाभार्थी के बैंक खाते में जाए, लेकिन टीएमसी कह रही है कि केंद्र का पैसा पहले उनके खाते में आए। अब आप मुझे बताइए, जनता के हक का पैसा मैं टीएमसी को कैसे लूटने दूं?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. And now it's time, after that really hot debate, for the nation's sharpest opinion. Viewers, if I can request our production team to play full frame the pictures of the Prime Minister campaigning in Tamil Nadu. I just want to begin by saying, viewers, please understand what the real big story of the general elections of 2024 are. If you haven't noticed it yet, let me tell you. Number one headline is going to be the BJP entry into the southern parts of India, especially into Tamil Nadu. The BJP, led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's personal political aggression, the passion and deep synergy and strategy that the BJP is working with into making inroads into Tamil Nadu, ladies and gentlemen. Please watch the pictures and understand and mark my words tonight, 10:02 p.m. today. I'm saying the biggest headline of this election so far is the attempt by the BJP to enter Tamil Nadu, which it will. It should not be lost on anyone. Look at the crowds, look at the responses. The Prime Minister himself has been to Tamil Nadu more than 12 times in the last 6 months. But it would be folly on the part of anyone to dilute the significance of the BJP trying to make inroads to become the third force, maybe the second force in Tamil Nadu politics. everywhere the DMK is responding to the BJP. Even more to the DMK. The DMK Congress combined is threatened. In an environment of only and only Dravidian politics that has been spanning over 6 decades, Hindu vote polarization is a reality, and the BJP is squarely saying that the anti-Dravidian politics, ladies and gentlemen, this entire attempt by various parties to say that in Tamil Nadu the BJP cannot have an entry is something which is going to be proven wrong in this election. But why I believe that the BJP's campaign must be watched is because they are going for the jugular, ladies.
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On the top.
YouTubers, they produce content relating to the activities of the monkeys, and they have fed the monkeys with food in which, whereas the monkey should be left alone, whereas the monkey should be living in the wild where they're supposed to be live. This is the problem for us. We need to find solid reasons in which we can use against them and to prevent them not to make content on by abusing the monkey.
Nếu như mà đem ăn bát phơi thì tôi thọt tam pây tam đục nhưng mà đem ăn bát phơi là rừng đừng lìa rừng hàng từ bám tôi để rốt thọt là tôi tam pây tam thì rừng bát phơi là cái phơi bám đừng thì ban sâu cho ruộng ấy tham mà đá việc sao bá phơi cao to nhiều cái gì thì chui tới càn vượt càn đây đánh vây vi rồi chui phiêu cho thời khăm thôi ai chụp rụp phiệp ấy mùi nữa.
What they want is your food, but you also need to appreciate that there needs to be a boundary between like human intervention in nature, and it's obviously a great thing that so many tourists come because it's such a lovely place, but at the same time have to be careful that with more and more people coming and just with lots of people coming generally, that the monkeys then don't get too acclimatized.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 11th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
मोदी कहता है कि पैसा सीधे लाभार्थी के बैंक खाते में जाए, लेकिन टीएमसी कह रही है कि केंद्र का पैसा पहले उनके खाते में आए। अब आप मुझे बताइए, जनता के हक का पैसा मैं टीएमसी को कैसे लूटने दूं?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. And now it's time, after that really hot debate, for the nation's sharpest opinion. Viewers, if I can request our production team to play full frame the pictures of the Prime Minister campaigning in Tamil Nadu. I just want to begin by saying, viewers, please understand what the real big story of the general elections of 2024 are. If you haven't noticed it yet, let me tell you. Number one headline is going to be the BJP entry into the southern parts of India, especially into Tamil Nadu. The BJP, led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's personal political aggression, the passion and deep synergy and strategy that the BJP is working with into making inroads into Tamil Nadu, ladies and gentlemen. Please watch the pictures and understand and mark my words tonight, 10:02 p.m. today. I'm saying the biggest headline of this election so far is the attempt by the BJP to enter Tamil Nadu, which it will. It should not be lost on anyone. Look at the crowds, look at the responses. The Prime Minister himself has been to Tamil Nadu more than 12 times in the last 6 months. But it would be folly on the part of anyone to dilute the significance of the BJP trying to make inroads to become the third force, maybe the second force in Tamil Nadu politics. Everywhere the DMK is responding to the BJP, even more to the DMK. The DMK Congress combine is threatened. In an environment of only and only Dravidian politics that has been spanning over 6 decades, Hindu vote polarization is a reality, and the BJP is squarely saying that the anti-Dravidian politics, ladies and gentlemen, this entire attempt by various parties to say that in Tamil Nadu the BJP cannot have an entry is something which is going to be proven wrong in this election. But why I believe that the BJP's campaign must be watched is because they are going for the jugular, ladies and gentlemen.
कभी कांग्रेस सरकार अपनी शिकायतें लेकर दूसरे देशों के पास जाती रहती थी, लेकिन आज वक्त बदल चुका है। दुनिया के बड़े बड़े देश, आपस में युद्ध कर रहे देश, भारत से अपने मुद्दों पर बात करने के लिए आते हैं। ये चुनाव देश के इसी बदलाव को नई बुलंदी देने का चुनाव है।
Welcome you watching the burning question with me, Shravan Sen. Ladies and gentlemen, Aam Aadmi Party all this while has been maintaining that there is not a shred of evidence against Arvind Kejriwal. Delhi High Court has come to a conclusion saying that with the evidence that has been provided by the Enforcement Directorate, prima facie, there is a case that is cut out against Arvind Kejriwal. On a day when Arvind Kejriwal has moved the Supreme Court, a Delhi minister has now stepped down. Aam Aadmi Party says that this is the biggest political conspiracy and says that the Enforcement Directorate and the Central Bureau of Investigation are essentially being treated as just political tools. The question here is that whether at all there is any case that is against Arvind Kejriwal, whether at all there is any relief that has been granted by any court in the country. If that's not the case, then how exactly is Arvind Kejriwal and the entire Aam Aadmi Party essentially claiming that there is no evidence against Arvind Kejriwal? Who exactly has given the clean chit? Will the Aam Aadmi Party be able to keep their flock together? All this and much more on this edition of The Burning Question. But up first, take a look at the headlines we're tracking at this hour. Day after High Court says Kejriwal is involved in Liquorgate conspiracy, Delhi Minister Rajkumar resigns. Aam Aadmi Party meanwhile is on the back foot, says more leaders will resign. PM leads BJP's fierce campaign in Tamil Nadu, invokes J. Jayalalitha. Prime Minister Modi's Tamil Nadu campaign continues, spotlight on BJP South architect K. Annamalai. BJP drops sitting MP Kiran Kher from Chandigarh in the 10th candidates list. Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar sues Shashi Tharoor for defamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the Aam Aadmi Party is facing a double whammy. To be honest, an existential crisis, and this comes a day after the High Court made scathing observations on Kejriwal and said that he was involved in the conspiracy in the Liquorgate scam. Today, Delhi Social Welfare Minister Rajkumar Anand has resigned from the Chief Minister's cabinet and the Aam Aadmi Party, alleging that the party was neck deep into corruption. A clear reference to the arrest of Aam Aadmi Party leaders, including Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, in the now scrapped Delhi excise policy scam. In fact, this is what he said. I've handled 7 portfolios as a minister in the Delhi government. The Aam Aadmi Party, which was born after a fight against corruption, is now neck deep into corruption. The Aam Aadmi Party is claiming that more leaders will quit the party. Here's what Saurabh Bhardwaj and Sanjay Singh had to say, and then we begin the burning question.
ये राजकुमार आनंद जिनके 23 घंटे तक ईडी का छापा पड़ा था, आज से लेकर कल तक, या हो सकता है जल्दी ही आपको दिखाई पड़ जाए, वो व्यक्ति जिसके लिए खुद भाजपाई नड्डा से लेकर अमित शाह से लेकर मोदी तक सारे लोग कह रहे थे कि ये भ्रष्ट है, कल उसको माला पहनाते हुए शामिल करते हैं कि नहीं, ये पूरी दुनिया देख लेगी।
राजकुमार जी से कोई नफरत नहीं, कोई हम उनको ये नहीं कहेंगे कि वो घटिया आदमी थे, उन्होंने ये कर दिया वो कर दिया। देखिए, हमारी सहानुभूति है उनके साथ। हमारे कैबिनेट कुलीग थे, हमारे भाई की तरह थे, प्रेशर में थे, तनाव में थे। मुझे लगता है कि वो एजेंसी का दबाव झेल नहीं पाए और उनके पास अब कोई और रास्ता उन्होंने नहीं छोड़ा, बजाय इसके कि आप अपनी पार्टी से रिज़ाइन कीजिए, अपनी पार्टी को 4 गाली दीजिए, अपने नेता को 4 गाली दीजिए, कुछ दिन आराम कीजिए, फिर भारतीय जनता पार्टी में आ जाइए।
Joining us on the burning question tonight from the BJP, it's Charu Pragya. Vinay Singh is in the studio, and Professor D.K. Giri will be joining us in a short while from now. Piyush Joshi is joining us on the burning question. Straight away beginning with you, Charu Pragya. You have about 10 statements that have been recorded in this particular case. 8 of them happen to be completely unreliable. Statements that have not been taken into record, keeping in mind that perhaps it does not really implicate the Chief Minister. Having said that, can you actually say or come to a conclusion that Arvind Kejriwal is basically responsible? Secondly, Charu Pragya, what is very important to point out here is that whether at all the Income Tax Department and the Enforcement Directorate are completely being misused, keeping in mind that on the very day that the Chief Minister has been arrested, the very next day you have another leader being called in for questioning. Then the third day you have another agency stepping in. So isn't there a pressure that is essentially being built on the Aam Aadmi Party?
Shravan, a very good evening to you. Now, I'm going to go back to what are the observations of the Delhi High Court. The Delhi High Court says that prima facie, there seems to be a case that is against Arvind Kejriwal, not merely in his personal capacity, but also in his capacity as the convener of Aam Aadmi Party. Previously, a money trail has also been observed and noted down in writing by the court to the tune of 350 crores, which seems to have made its way to the coffers of Aam Aadmi Party. Now, this money has allegedly been spent indirectly in the Goa elections. They were made to pay charter flight, advertising money, so on and so forth, things like that. Another thing is this case has been going on for long enough now, and Arvind Kejriwal has been summoned for over 6 months. He was the one who chose to respond now. He could have gone to the ED for questioning in October itself and it would have wrapped up. Another thing is that he still continues to spill a whole series of lies while he's behind bars, and his spokespersons are still supporting things like that. So, from talking about weight loss, which never happened, to the jail authorities actually saying that his weight is on the increase, linking it to his behavior patterns, whether it comes to his lies when he spoke about the Sheesh Mahal scam, or the way his colleagues have conducted themselves behind bars. Because when Satyendra Jain actually said that he needed a physiotherapist, it turned out that there was a POSCO accused who was giving him a massage in jail. So Arvind Kejriwal continues to peddle the same kind of petty lies. There is?
Charu, I'll come back to you because you ought to answer this question with regards to whether at all there is undue pressure that is being built on the opposition parties, especially keeping in mind two things. One, with regards to the trial that has never taken place in most of the cases, if you really look at the opposition cases against the opposition leaders. So one will have to answer this question with regards to the Enforcement Directorate as well as the Central Bureau of Investigation as to what really is happening with those cases that have been registered against the opposition leaders. Piyush Joshi, if I can come back to you, as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, if at all there is absolutely nothing in this particular case, then there would have been some relief coming in. With regards to Sanjay Singh, it was a different matter altogether, but leaders like Manish Sisodia, Satyendra Jain, even Arvind Kejriwal are still behind bars simply because the court has gone on record to say that there is prima facie evidence against these leaders.
Yes. And that is the exact point which I am going to talk about, that it is prima facie, it is at the face of it. So, all that glitters is not gold. There has been a saying. So all that is visible prima facie may not be there in the ultimate judgment. So that is where my bone of contention lies. And as far as the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, whether the Enforcement Directorate is biased or not, how do you establish a bias? As a student of science, as a student of statistics, though I'm a physician, but then again, we do apply statistical models in our cases on a daily basis. So as a student of statistics, how do you ascertain that whether there is a bias or not? You randomize and then you make a control group and then you assess. So in these two groups, or you put the BJP leaders on one side and you put the opposition parties leaders on another side, and then you see how many times they have been summoned, the BJP leaders, and how actively the Enforcement Directorate is pursuing the cases against the opposition leaders. So it is very clear way to determine whether the Enforcement Directorate is acting in a biased manner or not. Having said that, having said that,
Piyush Joshi, it's a valid question. Yeah, Your question is absolutely valid. I do agree. It's a valid question that the BJP should answer. But at the same time, you also need to answer this question. If at all there was absolutely no piece of evidence against the leaders that you have mentioned, they would have been out on bail. Secondly, they would have had the added advantage of getting the FIR quashed against them. But that also hasn't happened. That goes on to indicate that there is something in this particular case allowing the investigative agencies to go on. While you can question the BJP with regards to whether at all the agencies are soft on them, but you also need to answer the crux of the question, the crux of the issue, and that is, what about the evidence against the Aam Aadmi Party leaders?
Sevan, with due respect to you and the intelligence of all my fellow co-panelists, I'm actually sick and tired of mentioning this PMLA Acts and its amendments, and so many debates we have spoken upon them that I myself feel bored that kitni baar wogi wahi baat bolenge, but the BJP is shamelessly brazen in their actions. So they keep on talking about that these cases are going on, though they have closed one case against Praful Patel, but they keep on talking about Himanta Biswa Sarma. Now, can I just ask that the Louis Berger case, what is the level of activity that we have seen in the Louis Berger case? What is the level of activity we have seen against Ajit Dada Pawar? Arvind Kejriwal ji is behind bars, fair enough, okay. Arvind Kejriwal ji will be exonerated in due course of time, so will Manish Sisodia ji. But did you put Ajit Dada Pawar behind bars? Did you put Himanta Biswa Sarma behind bars? Because the same PMLA Act applies to them or not? Is the law of the land, you keep talking about that the law of the land is same for each and every citizen of India, whether a chief minister or whether a commoner. I agree. Perfectly good that the law of the land is the same. But why the law of the land is different for the chief minister of Assam? Why the law of the land is different for the deputy chief minister of Maharashtra? Why the law of the land is different for Chhagan Bhujbal, Prafulla Patel?
Okay.
Why the law of
Let's
the land
take that forward.
for Digambar Kamath?
Okay. Okay. Binay, of the 25 opposition leaders who have moved to the Bharatiya Janata Party, at least 22 were under the scanner of the Enforcement Directorate. And surprisingly, the Enforcement Directorate, barring actually filing a charge sheet, in some cases the Central Bureau of Investigation has gone ahead and filed a closure report the moment they have joined the Bharatiya Janata Party. Whether you like it or you don't, these questions will be asked. How is exactly that an FIR that is registered against Praful Patel by the Central Bureau of Investigation, searches are basically carried out, Enforcement Directorate says the Iqbal Mirchi link has come up, and then you have in a very surreptitious manner that the same very agency, the Central Bureau of Investigation, sheepishly goes and files a closure report as far as Praful Patel is concerned. So this question will come up, whether you like it, whether you don't, and whether you want to run away from this question, that is the Enforcement Directorate only very active, the CBI is only very active when it comes to the opposition leaders?
Pawan, I think if there is any pending investigation against any political leader, still he has the right to choose his party. If he wants to move to another party, that is his democratic right. You cannot question that might of his. The second thing is that Mr. Kejriwal, as on today, he has run out of support from the common mass. And the last thing which matters in politics is the same thing.
The elections are yet to happen. Elections are yet to happen. How do we really know that Arvind Kejriwal has lost the public support?
No, why I am saying this, that yes, Kejriwal was having the support of that, common mass, which believed that Kejriwal is, a very clean type of guy, very clean image politician. But what has happened in the last few months, Kejriwal, his associates, his leaders, that has dented his image, that has broken that image. And you can see that many members of parliaments, many of his colleagues, many of his ministers, they are shut, they have kept their mouth shut, they are mum, or either they are leaving the party. One of his most vocal, Rajya Sabha member, he is in London and he is daily, coming with a photograph with, fancy and branded clothes and bags. But he is not speaking for Mr. Kejriwal. And he is not the only case. Many other leaders are like that. So this unrest is because the leadership, the colleagues of Kejriwal, the supporter of Kejriwal, they have lost trust in Kejriwal, and this is what finally matters into politics. That you are losing the supporter base, someone. This is the final thing, and I think Kejriwal is losing its ground, and everybody thinks that Aam Aadmi Party is a sinking ship, and they have betrayed the trust of their supporters, they have betrayed the trust of their partners who still believe that Kejriwal is a clean image kind of politician.
You ought to understand, Binay and Charu, that the court is not really looking into the merits of the case as of now. It's prima facie. So to really say that they are guilty would be absolutely inappropriate at this juncture, because both the courts, as far as Sanjay Singh's case is concerned, when the hearing actually came up, there was an argument that was put forth with regards to Section 45 of the PMLA Act. Professor D.K. Giri, you've heard what Binay Singh has to say. It's a choice that an individual actually makes. There are few individuals who are saying that, look, it doesn't matter. Bring on the Enforcement Directorate, bring on the Central Bureau of Investigation. I'm not going to leave the party. Ideology really matters. So the question will be also asked, what are you so fearful of? That means that these are corrupt people who at the end of the day, only to protect their money, are basically shifting allegiance.
You're asking me? Hello?
Yes, Professor Giri.
Giri, okay.
Yes, Professor Giri.
I will tell you,
I'm asking you.
In this episode, there are two arguments. One is a political argument, another is a legal case. I think opposition has a political argument, but the legal case, the courts will decide, and they are doing it well. Unless we withdraw our faith from the courts, we should not be really arguing on the legal matters. Let the courts decide the legal issues. But there is a political argument that, the only certain kind of leaders are being arrested, and when they change loyalty, switch sides, they are being absolved of their crimes. So that political argument is important, and that stands, and BJP has to explain that. But to say there are 100 thieves and one is caught, why other 99 are not caught? That is also a problem. So I would invoke the statement made by Santosh Hegde, once a colleague of Kejriwal. He said that if some people are being punished, at least justice is being done. So Kejriwal should have. I have admired his politics in the past, but he should have responded to the summons. That also stands against him. Repeated summons have been declined, and he did not attend, and the court pointed that out. But the argument that why a certain section of leaders are being brought to book and others are not, that stands in public domain really. That political argument is there. So I would say that this should be tested out in the coming elections, really. Who is losing support? That June 2nd will tell us. You see, but I would say it was a strategic, mistake to BJP to defend the agencies. If I'm a BJP supporter, the agencies are doing their course. I wonder why BJP jumps to a defense of the agencies, unless they accept the theory that these agencies are working at the behest of BJP, which I would not like to believe. If that should not be the case. The agencies are independent and they should be working on their own. And I see BJP spokesperson repeatedly defending the agencies. They don't need their defense. They're not political organizations. Why do they defend ED or CBI for whatever reasons? I find that difficult to stomach. And
Charu, two issues.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Charu, two issues. Professor D.K. Giri says that there is no need for you to defend the agency. If the agency manages to get a conviction rate, then
absolutely,
that in itself would be the answer to what many others are raising. But the question here is about propriety. The question here is whether at all, as a party espousing the cause of crackdown on corruption, if you actually bring in Janardhan Reddy, then you will have to answer the question. If you bring in a man like Ajit Pawar and Ashok Chavan, then you will have to answer this question that isn't it double standards on your part?
So, fair enough, but Shravan, I am not a spokesperson of any of the investigative agencies, and not once have I jumped to their defense at all. But I am going to quote my Home Minister, and he said this on the floor of the House in Parliament, that the success rate of ED is 97%. So I am quoting our Honourable Minister now when I give you data for the kind of work ED has done. Let's also draw a comparison as to the amount of money and property that has been attached by the ED in the last 10 years. From 35,000 crores to 1,25,000 crore plus. That is the leap in which the number of attached properties has grown. That means ED or any other investigative agency is doing its job. And I am only quoting verbatim what was said in Parliament. Now, coming on to this jibe that the opposition feels they can hide behind. One, this debate is about Arvind Kejriwal and the liquor scam. We have seen all the dots being joined by the courts. So if you are pointing fingers at the ED, at the same time, are you also pointing fingers at the High Court? Are you also pointing fingers at the Supreme Court, which refused to entertain your plea before time? And if you are doing that, why don't you say it on record?
Can I respond?
Okay.
Just
Piyush Joshi.
Yeah. I'm not casting
Piyush Joshi, just a quick response. Just a quick response.
30 seconds.
Piyush,
That's it.
Piyush Joshi, can I just take one more question with you? That is,
please.
Yeah, I'll give you the chance, but take my question too. Only barring the case of Sanjay Raut, if I remember correctly, in all the other cases, the court has never pulled up the investigative agency. And that is the reason why I'm asking this question, Piyush, that if at all you may cast aspersions on the agency, you have all the rights to do so. But when you raise questions about the approvers, when you raise a question about the methodology in which the investigation is being carried out, somewhere down the line you are also casting aspersions on the judiciary. Something that the court had said, it's a 100+ year law.
Shravan, can I just add to that? 1 year ago, 14 opposition political parties actually moved the Supreme Court against the ED and the CBI. And they seem to have forgotten that. Aam Aadmi Party was a party to that case. The Congress was a party to that case. And the Supreme Court ruled very heavily in favor of the ED and basically said, let them do their job.
Let's just... Let's get a quick response from Piyush and then final to Binay.
So I think we are forgetting Sanjay Singh Ji's case when the Enforcement Directorate was indeed pulled up by the Honorable Supreme Court of India. Honorable Supreme Court did ask in Manish Sisodia Ji's case as well, following which the hearing was adjourned for over a month and something. And then thereafter, these so-called incriminating evidences were presented by the Enforcement Directorate, and ultimately, nobody is casting aspersions on the courts of the land. Why? Because it is still prima facie. Prima facie is still at the face of it. And again, I am maintaining all that glitters is not the gold. And as far as you know, the Bharatiya Janata Party washing machine is concerned, washing machine argument is concerned, दाग अच्छे हैं क्योंकि जो दागी हैं वो हमारी पार्टी में आसानी से लाए जा सकते हैं, उन्हें डराया जा सकता है, धमकाया जा सकता है. बट रही बात अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की, यदि दागी होते तो अभी तक आम आदमी पार्टी एनडीए का गठबंधन का भाग हो चुकी होती. And Aam Aadmi Party is still standing firm on its ground, and that is why it is not a part of the NDA, and that is why we will take the fight to the BJP. We will ask them questions on electoral bond.
In what way is that an answer to what I said, Shravan? Please explain.
Okay, Charu, please allow. I just want to get in. I just want to quickly bring in Binay because I'm running short of time. Final point.
Shravan, if you are pointing fingers at those political leaders, those who are joining BJP, so you are pointing fingers towards yourself. Because you are agreeing with the fact, okay, they are corrupt. And so that's why they have joined BJP. So what you did, what was your action against them if you agree that they were corrupt? So what action did you take when they were in your party? Just yesterday.
It's a catch-22 situation. Fair enough. That's a fantastic point. What were you doing? That means you were aware of the fact that they were corrupt and you never took any action. Then the question should be that that also means that the BJP is aware that they are corrupt. So it goes both ways. You know, it's a catch-22 situation. But thank you very much, Charu, Binay, as well as Piyush Joshi and Professor D.K. Giri for joining us on the burning question. On the other side, the trending burning question with my colleague Aviation.
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? It's antibacterial.
Scratch resistant also.
But plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स. टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो.
जिन लोगों ने भ्रष्टाचार करके पैसे जमा किए हैं ना, ईडी ने करीब 3,000 करोड़ रुपया उनका संपत्ति और सारी चीजें अटैच करके रखी हुई है. 3,000 करोड़ रुपया. तो जो 3,000 करोड़ रुपये इनके अटैच किए ना, मैं इन गरीबों को वापस करवाऊंगा।
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? But it's antibacterial.
Easy to clean.
But plates? Kane bhai, it's a Thailand.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स। टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो।
Prime Minister is going to campaign here in the coming days.
Let him come to my constituency. I wholeheartedly with the red carpet. I myself will welcome him. Let him come. Let him come and contest in my constituency. What is the problem?
So you're challenging him to contest here?
If the particular Prime Minister has got guts, let him come and contest in my constituency.
You're challenging him to contest from this particular
I cannot challenge any. He's a very big man of this country. Very big man of the whole world. I cannot contest. I cannot contest his words or him personally. He is my friend. That is why I am inviting him. With the folded hands, I am inviting him.
What's your say on the Kachetive Island issue which Prime Minister has raised? He has levelled allegation on the DMK.
Prime Minister himself, he doesn't know what is what. Actually, do you agree that two executives signed in an agreement holds good for two international countries? It has got nothing to do with it. No, you see, if a particular piece of land of a particular country is handed over to next country, it has to have a parliament nod. Parliament has not considered. Parliament has not discussed. Then where is the chance to hand over the country's land to another country? It's all false, madam.
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? But it's antibacterial.
Easy to clean.
But plates? Kane bhai, it's a Thailand.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स। टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो।
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 11th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? But it's antibacterial.
Scratch resistant also.
But plates? Kane bhai, it's a Thailand.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स। टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो।
जिन लोगों ने भ्रष्टाचार करके पैसे जमा किए हैं ना, ईडी ने करीब 3,000 करोड़ रुपया उनका संपत्ति और सारी चीजें अटैच करके रखी हुई है। 3,000 करोड़ रुपया। तो जो 3,000 करोड़ रुपये इनके अटैच किए ना, मैं इन गरीबों को वापस करवाऊंगा।
Welcome back, friends. The debate over love jihad, its existence, whether it's a myth or reality, has raged on for over a decade now. In common perception, it is assumed as one more of the Hindutva projects to vilify Muslims in Kerala. But as it happens, the Hindutva connection is a decisive myth, even as we debate whether love jihad is real or not. A church in Idukki last week screened the movie The Kerala Story, which had focused on the subject, and this was done before a bunch of class 12 students in a parish as part of their summer vacation activity. It has raised the hackles of the communist government in Kerala. But this is not the first time that the church in Kerala has spoken or taken a position on the subject. What are the facts? Look at this short report, and then I come back in a deep dive conversation on the other side.
इस दुनिया को सिर्फ अल्लाह चलाता है।
ले करीब लाओ, खानदान से जुदा करो।
It's the BJP versus the left yet again over the broadcast of the Kerala story. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan launched an attack on the BJP over what he calls a controversial film. Vijayan has alleged that the film is part of the Saffron Party's agenda to insult the state. Vijayan claimed that the Sangh Parivar's aim was to incite two communities against one another. The Kerala Chief Minister's stand has been vehemently opposed by the BJP, which has stated that the facts of the story, which deals with love relationships and forced conversions, must be exposed.
Why they are opposing? No, censor board already cleared that. No, it's a real story happened in Kerala. Hundreds of women from Kerala already sent to Syria. Why they are sending to Syria? So love jihad and the sending to Syria is ISIS is very common in Kerala.
The latest political tussle comes after the Idukki Diocese Church screened the film for teenagers as part of an intensive training program. The BJP has called out the duplicity of the Chief Minister because on one hand, the CM has opposed the screening of the movie on Doordarshan, and on the other, a church has been permitted to screen the movie. Pinarayi Vijayan has time and again reiterated his fierce stand against the film. BJP claims that opposing the Kerala story is nothing but appeasement politics. But why is the Chief Minister mum on the church screening? That is the trending, burning question.
All right, welcome back. I'm joined in by Savio Rodrigues. He's editor-in-chief of Goa Chronicle, founder also. He leans towards the BJP, has been associated with the BJP, and we have Communist Party of India Marxist being represented by Subhash Chandran Kumar. He's a CPIM lawyer. He's joining us from Kerala. And if I could begin with you, Savio, if you were listening into the package, the Chief Minister of Kerala, Pinarayi Vijayan, objected to the movie being shown on the national network Doordarshan. And now, of course, we have objections coming in because a church has screened the Kerala story. And the reason is that the Kerala story sort of chronicles some aspects of what is called love jihad. Now, according to the Communist Party, this is malicious propaganda. And this is aimed at communally polarizing, particularly vilifying the Muslims of Kerala. How do you respond?
Well, the Kerala story, Abhishek, is not something that has come out right now.
You mean to say the movie or the theme? I think there's some problem with the video link of Savio. We'll try and connect. The PCR perhaps can disconnect and connect him again. But Subhash Chandran, my question is, on what basis you say that this is malicious propaganda when the church itself is interested in sensitizing its youth towards the possibilities of this kind? They are not saying it's targeted at any religion. They are saying that this is possible, and that's why we are just sensitizing, educating the youth about this subject. Why should you object?
Abhishek, on what basis you say there is a love jihad? On what basis you say this is a real?
Subhash, can you unmute yourself?
I challenge you. I challenge Mr. Savio.
Yes, please.
At least name 10 incidents in Kerala. You are saying that in the movie it's saying that 32,000 women have been moved to Syria and they have the love jihad is there. I challenge if he name at least 10, we will give him 1 crore rupees. For each name, we will give him 10 lakh rupees. Just name
you can
at least
keep the 10 lakhs
names.
on the 1 crore.
Oh, that's a bounty, Savio.
Let me tell you to keep that 1 crore or 10 lakhs. You please answer to what the Bishop Joseph Kalaranganta had said as far as love jihad is concerned. Let me quote what he said. Sorry, I got bumped off. Let me quote what he said. Like in other parts of the world, there is a section of Muslims in Kerala who want to...
One by one, we have a lot of time. It's just two people, one by one. Subhash will get to respond.
You should have teach
Subhash Chandran, you will get to respond. Please hold back. One by one, let's keep it clear and audible. So if Savio, hold on. It's not a slanging match. It's just 1 versus 1. The format is 1 versus 1. You have a lot of time. Subhash Chandran, you will get your time. Savio, I asked you a question. Your frame freezed, and that's why I went to Subhash Chandran. But quickly you respond. The charge is that this is malicious propaganda, and this is aimed at vilifying the Muslim community, and that's why it should not be screened. And you are targeting young, which is not good.
Well, let me answer to that. The problem is not a BJP problem. The problem is a problem in Kerala that was brought to the notice of the people of India way back in 2020, 4 years back. On January 14, the Bishop of Pallai Diocese, Joseph Kalarangat, highlighted the concerns that the Christian community is having in Kerala with regards to love jihad and Islamic radicals. Let me quote what he says. In a democratic country like ours, since it's not easy to use weapons to destroy people of other faiths, jihadis are using means which are not easily identifiable. In the view of jihadis, non-Muslims are to be destroyed, whether the objective is an expansion of their religion and the destruction of non-Muslims. The means they use are of different forms. 2 of such widely discussed means today are love jihad and narcotics jihad. This is not the BJP. This is a senior church leader in Kerala raising an alarm to the growing Islamic radicalism in Kerala. According to them, the Christian girls are being targeted by Islamic radicalists with the idea of conversion, which is why you had a case of Nimisha who got converted and went to ISIS in Syria. So please look inward and ask the church, which is had rightly pointed out to the problem of Islamic radicalism. It is not the BJP. The BJP did raise its voice before. It will continue to raise the voice. Now the Catholic Church, a minority, as you all look at it, is saying the same thing.
Okay, so Subhash Chandran, it's not the BJP, and it's a minority, the Christian minority, which is time and again repeatedly picking up the issue or standing by on this subject. So Subhash Chandran, your targeting the BJP does not hold good. So how would you respond to this?
Abhishek, this is not an issue of the minority or the Christian community. This is the issue of some Christian leaders who are with the BJP. The believers, the other priests, the other bishops, or many others are opposing this move. And how the Christian leaders, how these churches are means forgetting the Manipur issue, how easily they are forgetting the Graham.
What do you know about Manipur, my friend?
Children. So let me complete. I challenge him. At least you give me 10 names.
Let him complete.
Kerala. So at least you give me 10 names from Kerala. Now you are saying that there are many incidents. You just name, sir. If you have data, I challenge you in a public TV, one of the leading TV of this nation. You just give me 10 names. So there is nothing. It's a propaganda film, and BJP, these church leaders, they stand with the BJP. and they stand for the BJP just to avoid the ED raids, to the CBI raids, which are faced by the church leaders. And instead of showing this the Kerala story, they should have teach their sons how to save their lives from the bishops who are sexually exploited inside the churches.
Mr. Chandra, may I?
Okay, Subhash Chandran. Okay. No. So, Savio, hold on. Let me moderate this. No, Savio, hold on. Subhash Chandran, since you are saying that this is propaganda and far removed from facts, can I just inject some facts? So, in August 2009, as far back as that, it was in a Kerala High Court order that the word love jihad was used for the first time. So, it was subsequently perhaps that it became an agenda for the right-wing organizations. Even then, not the BJP, perhaps the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, perhaps some other Hindutva or organizations in Kerala and Karnataka, but it was a Kerala High Court order which used the word itself for the first time. Is the church, which has been off and on almost every year, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2014, 2019, 2020, they have been picking it up. It's not the church in Idukki, it's the Kerala Catholic Bishops' Conference, and they have claimed that instances of love jihad have targeted as many as 4,000 of Christian women between 2005 and 2012. This was a statement of Kerala Catholic Bishops' Conference in 2020, Subhash Chandran. So, I mean, you can say that there are some Christian leaders associated with the BJP, but the Kerala Catholic Bishops' Conference is not, perhaps, right?
So, Abhishek, this is simply, I say, this is Islamophobia. This is Islamophobia, which is widening in the world. So it's widely means.
You're saying the fathers
propaganda.
The Kerala Catholic Bishops' Conference is Islamophobic. You mean to say the National Commission for Minorities? You mean to say the National Commission for Minorities, which is a constitutional body, which writes to the MHA in September 2020 that this issue needs to be looked into? You're saying they are Islamophobic, right? A constitutional body is Islamophobic.
Let me speak. You said that in 2009, the first time the Kerala High Court has said about the love jihad. After 2009, this is 2024, after 15 years, in these 15 years, 10 years, BJP was in the role in the center. And they have investigated through their multiple agencies. And they did not find, there are fringe elements in every society, a microscopic minority. I don't say, I am not denying that fact. There are fringe elements in every society which should be defeated by the secular forces. But
microscopic minority, you're talking about Parsis?
No, these fringe elements are the microscopic minority in every society. It's there in the Goa also, it's there in UP also, it's there in Delhi also. It's not only in Kerala. So the BJP, the right-wing forces, they just want to defame the Kerala. They just want to destroy the secular fabric of the Kerala. That's why they are picking up this issue, this Kerala story. Why there is no UP story? Uttar Pradesh story is not there. Why there is no Gujarat story? Why there is no Manipur story? They are how easily they are forgetting about the Manipur, which is means still people have been killed. Means very recently people have been killed. Hundreds of this Christian community, people have been killed.
Sorry, stop spreading fake.
So how easily they are
spreading fake information.
Stop spreading fake information. No, Savio, hold on.
So
okay, Savio, hold on. Now, let me structure this for you, Savio. So the question is, Savio, that is it just the Syro-Malabar Church, which means that it's only one particular sect within the larger Christian community which has problems, perhaps in one particular geography of Kerala, and you are sort of amplifying it beyond the real facts on the ground, Savio?
Let me explain to you. You need to understand the structure of the Catholic Church. The Syro-Malabar structure of the Catholic Church is the largest in South India with regards to the Catholic Christian denomination. The Catholics are the largest population of Christian believers in India. And after the Roman Catholics, it's the Syro-Malabar Catholics that are even larger. So in terms of a Christian minority feeling or outreach or apprehension in this case, The Syro-Malabar is extremely strong in south of India, in particular Kerala. So when the Syro-Malabar Catholic Church raises a concern of Islamic radicalism, then not only the state government, it is also the center has to look at it very clearly. Because if you remember the Nimisha case and Sonia Sebastian case, these were the two cases that were written about extensively. In fact, in my conversation
the fourth one.
Subhash Chandran, you got two names. Does Savio get 20 lakh rupees?
That I agree. There are 2-3 cases.
So now you're agreeing. Can I give you some more names?
Challenge him. Give me 5 names.
Can I give you some more names? Can I give you some more names, Subhash? Let me finish.
Yes, you've given 2. Does that make it 20 lakhs?
You are saying that 32,000.
So you were talking about Manipur, right? So let me explain to you what is happening in Manipur. Manipur is an ethnic conflict surrounded by narcotics control. Kerala, on the other hand, is a direct Islamic radicalization. In fact, I am telling you, you don't want to believe me, don't believe me. But Kerala is moving towards becoming like Kashmir, and that is why the Syro-Malabar Church...
You want that only. You want to just brand Kerala like Kashmir, and you want to destroy the Kerala like Kashmir. That's it.
And they will continue to stand because they know what Islamic radicalism is doing to the young...
Okay, Savio, hold on. Savio, hold on.
Kerala.
Savio, hold on. Savio, hold on. You have given 2 names. Subhash Chandran says that you will get 10 lakh rupees per name. But my more serious question is, Subhash Chandran, you have heard the name of V.S. Achyutanandan, right? He was the Chief Minister of Kerala and he belonged to Communist Party of India, Marxist, right? You are a lawyer for that party. He was not connected with RSS. He never went to Nagpur. He was not connected with Vishwa Hindu Parishad. He was not an Islamophobe. I believe you would want to believe that your party is not a party of Islamophobes, right? Now, he said in 2010 that PFI has plans to Islamize Kerala using money and marriages. This is V.S. Achyutanandan. No connection whatsoever with Syro-Malabar Church, with the Kerala Catholic Bishops Conference, with the VHP, with the RSS, with the BJP.
You don't pick up the statement. This statement is against an organization, a radical organization called PFI, Popular Front of India, which is banned by the central government, which is now under the ban.
Okay, you concede that much? Do you concede that much that PFI did have love jihad plans?
Terrorist organization. We stand against such terrorist organization. We stand against such movements. But you cannot you cannot say that the entire Muslim community or the entire Islamic community are doing the same.
Okay, I'll press further. Uman Chandi. I'll press further. You have sort of partly conceded that maybe not the community, which even we don't say. We don't blame the community, any community. We are saying some elements. You are saying PFI, which is now a banned terror organization, they had plans. V.S. Achyutanandan of your party had said that, and so you concede. But more importantly, Uman Chandi, another name, though of course not of the Communist Party, of the Congress Party. Uman Chandi, another Chief Minister of Kerala, not connected with RSS or BJP, Subhash Chandran, in June, or to be more precise, 25th of June 2012, in response to an unstarred question in Kerala Assembly, he gave a written reply in which he said that between 2006 and 2012, 2,667 young girls had converted to Islam. In the same period, only 79 young girls converted to Christianity and only 2 girls converted to Hinduism. So obviously, there is something which is happening, which the Communist Party wants to, as of now, brush under the carpet. The Kerala story focuses on it. It's not a banned film. It's a censor board approved film. And because it makes you uncomfortable vis-a-vis your constituency, and it's wrong to be patronizing, because you are right that it's not the entire community, it's just few elements. And the community should not be painted with that brush.
But what's wrong if those facts come out? By the way, the question to which Uman Chandi responded, Subhash Chandran, was asked by a CPM MLA, KK Lathika. And the MLA, the legislator, wanted this to be investigated, inquired into, the issue of forced conversions. So how do you defend V.S. Achyutanandan saying that, your MLA Lathika saying that, Congress's Uman Chandi saying that, and now you are saying it's a BJP conspiracy? None of these names are belonging to the BJP.
Abhishek, we are in 2024. You are picking up the issues from 2009, 2012. And I said from 2014, the BJP is in power in the center. And they have investigated. The BJP agencies, the central agencies have investigated many times into this issue. And they have found that there is nothing is there called this love jihad. And they have stated that also. So now in 2024, before the election, you want some political agenda, some political propaganda, and for that you are joining the hands with some people who are facing the ED raids, who are fearing the CBI raids, and you are just picking up those persons from the churches. And many believers, many priests, many fathers are against the stand of the Syro Malabar Sabha, the Syro Malabar Church. So we should understand that this is not a unanimous.
Okay, Subhash Chandran. So unfortunately, I have to end this here because a breaking news development is coming in. You know, you are saying that this is a church spokesperson or BJP spokesperson. V.S. Achyutanandan, Uman Chandi are not belonging to the church or BJP. But breaking news development coming in, a big one, that after a detailed hearing, a PMLA adjudicating authority has confirmed that provisional attachment order of assets worth rupees 750 crores in the Associated Journal Limited and Young India case, which is connected with the Congress party, is right. It's a big development. The court approving the order of 750 crores worth of property attachment, upholding that rather, and this is essentially this. What this means is that the AJL property worth 750 crore rupees, which was attached by the Enforcement Directorate by a court after an ED investigation, is right. This order has come. We'll try and connect with Shawan Sen if we can get him on phone. This order has come by a PMLA adjudicating authority, and this is addressed to Naveen Rana of the Enforcement Directorate, the officer, Deputy Director of the Enforcement Directorate, and this is the ED versus the Associated Journals Limited, an enterprise of the Congress party, and their property worth 750 crore rupees was attached because remember the Congress party. Okay, I'm told Shawan Sen is live with us, in fact, from our Delhi newsroom. Shawan, over to you if you can share details of what exactly is this order about and what this means for the Congress party.
Well, in fact, 750 crore rupees worth of properties were attached by the Enforcement Directorate. Now, this comes across as a big boost for the Enforcement Directorate, keeping in mind an appellate authority has basically upheld this entire matter, the provisional attachment order that has also been accessed by Republic TV, in which there's a clear mention of the incorporation of the company. Now, with regards to the Associated Journals Limited, which happens to be the publisher of National Herald, remember the case that was being probed by the Enforcement Directorate, this is what they say in the attachment order, and I'm quoting from the order that has been accessed by Republic TV. They say that Young Indian Company, which was incorporated with a nominal paid up capital of 5 lakh rupees, wherein Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi collectively owned about 76% of the shares. This was as per the findings of the Enforcement Directorate. This has now also found a mention in the order of the appellate authority, in which they have given the approval for the attachment to be done. Remember, this was not challenged by the Associated Journal, which is effectively means that the attachment continues. The properties or the assets that have been linked to National Herald have all been attached now by the Enforcement Directorate and has also been upheld by the appellate authority. Second, they are also indicating the fact that the outstanding amount of Associated Journal, which had basically come under the SCADA of the Enforcement Directorate and the Income Tax Department, clearly goes on to indicate that this remains under the spectrum of the appellate authority. The appellate authority basically has indicated that the evidence that has come into the fore is a clear indication of the fact that this remains with the enforcement directorate because it hasn't been challenged by any of the authorities or, for that matter, entities whose assets have already been attached. Well, slipping into a short break. On the other side, the big debate coming up with Editor-in-Chief Arnab Goswami.
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? It's antibacterial.
Scratch resistant also.
The plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स। टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो।
आपने मेरा काम देखा, हर पल देश के नाम, और मैं आपको कहता हूं 24/7 फॉर 2047 ये मोदी हर पल आपके नाम, हर पल देश के नाम। और इसलिए मोदी कहता है आपका सपना मोदी का संकल्प है।
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? It's antibacterial.
Scratch resistant also.
The plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स। टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो।
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? It's antibacterial.
Easy to clean.
The plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स। टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो।
9 years after PM Modi visited Tesla's manufacturing facility in California, his dream to bring Tesla to India is finally seeing the light. Tesla CEO Elon Musk announced plans to start manufacturing in India.
I can say he really wants to do the right thing for India. He wants to be open. He wants to be supportive of new companies.
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? It's antibacterial.
Scratch resistant also.
The plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स। टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो। Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 11th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? It's antibacterial.
Easy to clean.
The plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स। टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो।
मोदी कहता है कि पैसा सीधे लाभार्थी के बैंक खाते में जाए, लेकिन टीएमसी कह रही है कि केंद्र का पैसा पहले उनके खाते में आए। अब आप मुझे बताइए, जनता के हक का पैसा मैं टीएमसी को कैसे लूटने दूं?
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? Arey, it's antibacterial.
Scratch resistant also.
But plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स। टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो।
Sunday is synonymous with holiday, a day off in most countries except in Germany, where it is not just rest, but it is considered sacred. The Sunday rest is followed so strictly that it has been enshrined in law. And this law is applicable not only to humans, but to robots as well. It all started with a legal battle brewing over the observance of Sunday rest. Tegut, a renowned retailer known for its innovative automated stores, found itself at the center of controversy. Tegut's futuristic automated stores are popular among consumers seeking convenience, especially on Sunday.
जिस शक्ति के आगे हम शीश झुकाते हैं, उस शक्ति को उखाड़ फेंकने की बात ये कांग्रेस के नेता कर रहे हैं। शक्ति का कोई भी उपासक इंडी गठबंधन को इस अपमान के लिए माफ नहीं करेगा।
दो 2014 में सरकार में आने के बाद मोदी ने कांग्रेस की लूट का लाइसेंस ही कैंसिल कर दिया और मोदी ये लाइसेंस इसलिए कैंसिल कर पाया कि
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 9, presented by Amity University, powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka, Policy Bazaar, Ashok Leyland, co-powered by Belcol and Fabricare.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The Aam Aadmi Party is breaking up today in yet another resignation. One of the senior most members of the Arvind Kejriwal cabinet, one of the most seasoned ministers, one of the most senior ministers, in fact holding the important portfolio of Labour, the Labour Minister of Delhi has quit, saying he can't tolerate Arvind Kejriwal's corruption anymore. He says, I can't tolerate the corruption in the Delhi government anymore. This is an insider. Man who till 2 days back was swearing on Arvind Kejriwal. One of his most trusted colleagues, the Labour Minister of Delhi, has said he has to quit because after the Delhi High Court pulled up Arvind Kejriwal as a conspirator responsible for distributing the proceeds of crime. He says that is an observation of the Delhi High Court that has forced him to quit the Aam Aadmi Party. Now you may say he's an opportunist, and you all know the old proverb about rats jumping off the sinking ship. And this may well be the case of this one cabinet minister of the Aam Aadmi Party quitting the sinking ship when the going is getting rough. But can you imagine? The group that started with promises of cleaning up Indian politics, now 10 years later facing a series of resignations from their own people who say the corruption of the Aam Aadmi Party, the corruption of the AAP government, the corruption in the Kejriwal government has become intolerable. Another question. Arvind Kejriwal's arrest was made into a call for unity at the Ramlila Maidan a few days back, and they said he's an innocent man. These are all charges of the BJP. We will believe the charges only when the courts say it. They said, we'll go by the courts. We have belief in the judicial process of the country. And on that basis, he was made into a victim, and posters were made of him behind bars saying people must feel sympathetic towards him. But ladies and gentlemen, after what the courts have said, what happens to the other parties in the India alliance, as well as the news portals who have been running campaigns describing his arrest as an example of an electoral autocracy in India? Will they accuse the courts of working to promote that electoral autocracy? Will they say now that the judges are promoting electoral autocracy in India? Ladies and gentlemen, what the court has said about Kejriwal's involvement in the liquor scam is a slap in the face of all those groups in India and abroad who were saying, look here, things are so bad in India that an innocent man is getting arrested. Today the court says the man is not innocent. Prima facie, there's a huge case of money laundering against him. The allegations against him are very serious. The evidence that is there against him is also very serious. The arrest is completely, absolutely legal. The man is a conspirator distributing the proceeds of crime. Things the court says. The court says these things. What will the lobby respond with? Debate 1 tonight, viewers. A huge extended debate as people begin to quit the Aam Aadmi Party. Debate 1. Debate number 2 this evening. The Supreme Court rejects another series of apologies by Ramdev. Uses very strong language. But is Patanjali being singled out? What happens to the other big FMCG companies who make bombastic claims to mislead millions of Indians, including young children? What happens to the claims they make? All those people promising sugary health, powders and all kinds of supplements which they sell at huge profit margins. What happens to them? Is Patanjali being singled out? Debate number 3 tonight, viewers. 750 crore attachment of the AGL case. The Congress Party's big cascading corruption cases, the money they made all going away from them. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? What is this family going to do when they are losing everything? Debate number 3 tonight, and here are the headlines this Wednesday evening on the Debate Tonight. Day after the Delhi High Court pins the Arvind Kejriwal linked to Liquorgate, Delhi Minister Rajkumar Anand quits the cabinet saying the corruption in the AAP government is just too much.
हम जानते हैं कुछ लोग इस लड़ाई में पीछे हटेंगे, कुछ लोग टूटेंगे, किसी का मनोबल कमजोर होगा।
AAP on the back foot claims they know that more party leaders will now tender their resignation. As the AAP implodes, the Indie bloc goes into silent mode after the High Court order. Massively pulled up Patanjali and Baba Ramdev. The Supreme Court rejects another series of apologies filed by Ramdev in the misleading ads case. Pulls up the authorities, says, we will rip you apart. Another huge setback to the Congress party as 750 crore attachment in the AGL case is upheld. And the Prime Minister's most aggressive campaign in Tamil Nadu continues. Spotlight on Anna Malai. Ladies and gentlemen, the High Court order in the Delhi Liquorgate case has wreaked havoc within the Aam Aadmi Party. Kejriwal is in jail. And today, the situation is so bad within the Aam Aadmi Party that one of the most senior ministers in the Aam Aadmi Party, Delhi's Labour Minister, resigned. He tendered his resignation saying there's too much corruption in the Aam Aadmi Party. And in fact, the situation is such that the India Alliance, which had rallied behind Kejriwal, is now completely silent. Finger on their lips, they say, we will not say one word anymore. Things aren't looking good for the AAP. Let's debate.
इस प्रकार की गणतंत्र की हत्या हो जा रही है देश के अंदर, इसके खिलाफ पूरा हिंदुस्तान के अंदर आवाज उठ रहे।
अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को अरेस्ट करने से भारतीय जनता पार्टी की पूरी दुनिया में थू-थू हो रही है। पूरी दुनिया में थू-थू हो रही है। एक ही व्यक्ति है जिसके आरोप में, और सरकार जो चाहे वो कर सकती है।
तो महारैली दिल्ली में हो रहा है। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की गिरफ्तारी, हेमंत सोरेन की गिरफ्तारी, यूएपीए का लगातार इस्तेमाल और विपक्ष के खिलाफ ईडी, सीबीआई, आईटी का इस्तेमाल, ये सब बिल्कुल स्पष्ट होता है कि ये सरकार किसी भी हालत में खुद ही अपने ऊपर आत्मविश्वास नहीं रखते हैं।
They had to arrest him. They could have done it earlier also. The timing of how they are tackling the opposition is in suspicion. The opposition leaders and the opposition parties, they're trying to scare us into submission.
The India Alliance that held a mega rally against Arvind Kejriwal's arrest is in cold stone silence today. This even as the Delhi High Court's stinging order held Kejriwal responsible for formulating the liquor policy. With questions emerging in Kejriwal's direct link to the scam, the internal rift within the Aam Aadmi Party is now out in open. Delhi Minister Rajkumar Anand has resigned from the cabinet and has quit the party, citing concerns over the High Court order.
कल से पहले ऐसा लग रहा था कि हमें फंसाया जा रहा है, लेकिन कल जब हाई कोर्ट का जो डिसीजन आया है, हाई कोर्ट ने जो कैटेगरिकली बोला है, उससे ऐसा लगा कि कहीं ना कहीं हमारे यहाँ कर।
But the Aam Aadmi Party continues to cry vendetta politics.
कि हम हवाई बातें कर रहे थे या भाजपा की मंशा ये थी कि केजरीवाल को गिरफ्तार करो और पार्टी को तोड़ो।
The India Alliance that supported Kejriwal to the hill, will it stand by him or support the court order? Let's debate.
Anmol Pawar, now you have a lot of people quitting the AAP, talking about the corruption within the Aam Aadmi Party. And Mr. Sabarwal, the matter is serious. These are people who have been with the Aam Aadmi Party since the inception. Senior most ministers, it's not even like Anmol can come and say we don't care about these people, who are these people, that kind of. ये आपके ही लोग हैं. Sanju Verma, welcome. Neil Basu, welcome. Akashdeep Puni, welcome. Rajat Sethi, welcome. Now, Anmol, why did your senior most minister quit the Aam Aadmi Party, quit the cabinet? And, now your party leaders are saying we know that others will also quit. So, you do understand, Mr. Anmol Pawar, that these are your own people who joined with some hope, with some aspiration, and with some promise. And if they are feeling so let down, you do owe them an explanation. Don't you?
Arnab,
don't you?
I think that, Arnab, I believe that he's the victim of the Vikas model of Bharatiya Janata Party, where V stands for victimizing opposition leaders, I stands for imaginary data, K stands for killing democracy, A stands for accommodating corrupt, and S stands for systematic misuse of ED and CBI. And this model is operating at maximum capacity today. The fact is that he very categorically said recently that the ED at working at the behest of BJP is threatening him, is pressurizing him. The ED conducted raid on 23rd of November for 22 hours. And in fact, his family members were also threatened that they'll be put behind bars. He has been called for interrogation again on 12th of April. And that is the reason he succumbed under pressure and he has resigned today.
Arnav, can I please?
This strategy
That's not
of
what he has said.
Bharatiya Janata Party.
That is not what he has said. One minute. Just one minute. That is not what he has said. 1 minute, please. That is not what he has said. That is what you are saying, and that is what you are assuming. It is becoming difficult for you to accept that you are being seen to be a party that is tolerating. No, I'm sorry, but that is... You can't put words in the mouth of a man like this. He is saying, I can't take it anymore because our government has become too corrupt. No. You
not at all.
Let Sanju respond now. I'm going to open this up, viewers.
Can I make one more point?
What do you mean not at all? That's precisely what he has said.
Come on, let me
No, but that
have
is
my say,
precisely
then
what
you
he
can
has
rebut me.
said.
Can I make one more point? Arnab, this same court, we have respect for the institution.
That is precisely what he has said.
Arnab, we believe in the law of land, but we respectfully disagree with the order passed by the Honorable Delhi High Court. The same bench made similar observations while rejecting the bail application of Mr. Sanjay
Why
Singh.
are people quitting AAP saying that you are corrupt? Why are so many people quitting the AAP saying you are corrupt? Oh, so now you don't like the court, you don't like people who say you are corrupt, you don't like your leaders who have quit saying that you are corrupt, you don't like anything.
See, we have challenged the order of Honorable Delhi High Court before the Supreme Court. Each level of judiciary plays a crucial role in upholding the rule of law, and we believe in this. We believe that the Honorable Supreme Court will
If the Supreme Court does not give you relief, you will say we don't like the Supreme Court also.
Making zero sense.
We never said that.
What if the Supreme Court upholds what the High Court has said? What if the Supreme Court upholds what the High Court has said?
We cannot comment on assumptions and presumptions. I think we must wait for the court to decide, because the fact is that the Enforcement Directorate has not informed the court. In fact, they have not placed on record 20,000
Arnav, this cannot be a monologue. I need to make my rebuttal, please.
In which 12 statements are there of P. Sharad Reddy, which were in favor of Mr. Kejriwal, 5 statements of another approver, Magunta Reddy, which were in favor of Mr. Kejriwal, and 2 statements of Raghav Magunta, which were in favor of Mr. Kejriwal. And the approver comes into play when there's
I don't understand.
This man is going
last
on
time you told me you are some
rambling.
kind of a lawyer.
Zero sense.
Do you 1 minute? Anmol, I'm getting the others in now.
The BJP
1 minute,
needs to put its
You
point
may say
across.
anything. Please understand. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Sanju, 1 minute. I want to tell the AAP spokespersons and the pro-AAP voice all, you can say anything. You can try and put as much of a serious expression, try and look aggrieved, hope that you'll get people's sympathy, hope that people will feel that you have been a hurt party. But at the end of the day, if the court says you are corrupt, you are corrupt.
At the end of the day,
Court
people
says
will
you are
vote for us
corrupt.
because they know
The court says you are corrupt, you are corrupt.
because they know we are innocent.
Now,
nothing has been proved.
Now the court, what
In fact,
Sanju,
the
I'll just
trial
tell you
has
what the
not
court
even been
says.
started.
I'll tell you
No
what the
charge
court
sheet has
says.
been
1 minute. The Rajkumar Anand says, fraud की एक सीमा होती है. There is a limit to fraud. आए थे corruption खत्म करने, खुद corrupt और भ्रष्ट हो गए. They came to remove corruption. Today they are the most corrupt. मेरे लिए मंत्री पद पर रहकर इस सरकार में काम करना असहज हो गया है. इन भ्रष्ट आचरण में अपना नाम नहीं जोड़ना चाहता. I don't want to join my name with this corrupt people in this corrupt party and the corrupt government. These are things, viewers, that a person, till yesterday he was with them. Now, Sanju is responding. It's a really clear indictment. Sanju is on the debate.
Yes,
Sanju, listen to you last 10 minutes. Sanju.
Yes. Last 10 minutes, I've been, coming into the debate at 9:19. 19 minutes I've been listening to him almost. And he made zero sense. First and foremost, let's be very clear. Arnav, what is this? Why is this man, I've barely begun and, he started heckling.
Now, there's no need to. There's no need. You continue, please. 1 versus 1.
Thank you.
Please don't fight.
Yes.
4 can be on the screen. No interruptions right now. It won't be fair. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'm not the one who's heckling, but if somebody heckles me, I'm not going to take kindly to that. Please get that very clear, loud and clear. Thank you. Now, let me be very clear, Arnav. I think you've actually set the tone and tenor of the debate by clearly highlighting very important portions of the Delhi High Court judgment yesterday, which was not to decide whether Arvind Kejriwal should be given bail or not. Arvind Kejriwal had said that his remand itself is illegal, his custodial interrogation is illegal, and the Delhi High Court categorically said that his remand is not in contravention of law. So, pehli baat to ye hai that the custodial interrogation and the remand of Arvind Kejriwal is absolutely legal. The second point, I remember a zillion debates, especially on your show, when I said Dinesh Arora turned approver, Sunny Marwa has started singing like a canary, Abhishek Boinpulli, Arun Ramchandra Pillai, Vijay Nair, Samir Mahendru, Amit Arora, Amandeep Dhar, all these people have either turned approver. Can I please finish? Either these people have turned approver or have started singing like a canary in front of the probe agencies. What did Aam Aadmi Party people, what was their best defense then, Arnab, if you recall? They used to say, Arey, approver ki statement does not have any credibility. So what if Dinesh Arora turned approver by section 306 of the CRPC? Dinesh Arora ki baat ki to koi credibility nahi hai. And yesterday, what I liked best about Justice Swaran Kant Sharma's verdict was when it was highlighted to the Aam Aadmi Party, to Abhishek Manu Singhvi, the counsel for Arvind Kejriwal. Abhishek Manu Singhvi was given a rap on his knuckles by the Delhi High Court, and it said that when you are casting an aspersion on the approver, you are actually casting an aspersion on the judiciary. And then in Hindi, what did the judge say? Approver ki statement enforcement directorate nahi likhti hai. Approver ki statement judicial magistrate likhte hain. So do not cast aspersions on the approver because that statement is made duly in front of a judicial magistrate. I think that was a very important point, completely shredding to bits and pieces this entire narrative that the enforcement directorate is not following protocol. Now, point number 3, it has been said, proceeds of crime to hai nahi. अरे कहाँ है पैसा? बताओ. अरविंद केजरीवाल के घर से कुछ नहीं मिला, सत्येंद्र जैन के घर से कुछ नहीं मिला, मनीष सिसोदिया के घर से कुछ नहीं मिला. Even that lie was nailed when the judge said that it is very clear that the proceeds of crime were used in the Goa elections. That is something that Durgesh Pathak, an Aam Aadmi Party MLA, will soon corroborate because he's also been called by the Enforcement Directorate. And along with Atishi Marlena, Durgesh Pathak, these were the two people in charge of the Goa elections. So I'm sure when Atishi and Durgesh Pathak start singing like a canary, the house of cards of Arvind Kejriwal will come crumbling down. हालांकि, बचा ही नहीं है कुछ, अस्तित्व तो पूरा खत्म हो चुका है केजरीवाल का. But what I found most appalling was that on debate after debate, not you or not, but I was in a debate before coming on your show, and the anchor had the audacity to ask me, do you think, Sanju Verma, this is a litmus test for the Enforcement Directorate? Do you think the Enforcement Directorate is doing its job? I mean, excuse me, आप चोर से सवाल नहीं करते हो, आरोपी से सवाल नहीं करते हो, आप थानेदार से सवाल कर रहे हो. And when I told her shame on that media, which is actually putting a gun to the ED's head rather than asking tough questions of Kejriwal, suddenly I was blacked out and the anchor started saying, we ask questions to everybody, we are neutral media, we are falana, we are dhamkina. Anyway, I don't want to say who the anchor or what the channel was. But the most important point is also this, and I will just read out in 10 seconds because I don't want to be misquoted, nor will I misquote what the Honorable Delhi High Court said. I think this is the most important part of the judgment. This court holds that this court would not lay down two different categories of laws, one for common citizens and the other granting special privileges to be extended by investigating agencies to a chief minister or any other person in power only on the basis of being in that public office, since that public office is enjoyed by that public figure only due to the mandate of the public. This was made amply clear by the Delhi High Court when Abhishek Manu Singhvi kept saying, "Arey, ye to chief minister hai. How could he be arrested? Arey, he was a sitting chief minister." So the Delhi High Court made it very clear, Arvind Kejriwal has not parachuted from Mars, Jupiter or Venus. He's not above the law of the land. And my last point is this. Have you forgotten Om Prakash Chautala? Have you forgotten M. Karunanidhi? Have you forgotten Lalu Prasad यादव? Have you forgotten J. Jayalalitha? Have you forgotten Madhu Koda? यदि ये अरेस्ट हो सकते थे,
I will only now Sanju, you must conclude. I will make one point tonight. I will make one point tonight. One point.
Can I
tonight.
respond, Arnab?
I will make one point tonight. One. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Viewers, the debate it's 9:25. I must be allowed to at least tell the people of the country what Rajkumar Anand has said. And viewers, Rajkumar Anand Romesh Sabharwal has been a loyal AAP leader. In fact, Arvind Kejriwal took the name of Rajkumar Anand as one of the leading lights of the Aam Aadmi Party. Manish Sisodia would take the name of Rajkumar Anand, saying that these are the leaders who have made the party. Now, Rajkumar Anand ने क्या कहा है? People have a right to know or not know. Sabharwal ji, yeah, they have. जोर से बोलिए ना. Yes. No. Do they have a right to know?
Definitely.
Then let me say it. सुनिए इसको.
बोलिए.
करप्शन की एक सीमा होती है.
ओके.
लोग समय में जाते हैं, एमएलए हैं, लोगों से मिलते हैं. लोग बोलते हैं आज हमें कि कहते तो थे तुम की राजनीति बदलने आए हो, मगर तुम तो हर वक्त करप्शन का साथ दे रहे हो और खुद भ्रष्टाचार की दलदल में फंस चुके हो. These are the words I am saying. Listen, Anmol, don't be blind. Listen, everyone on.
Can I respond?
These are your people. How many people आजकल कहते हैं अन्ना हजारे कौन? पूछते हैं आजकल आकाशदीप जी. अन्ना हजारे ने कहा शराब बोलते अन्ना हजारे कौन? राजकुमार आनंद कौन? नहीं आई एम पॉइंट इज सब लोग गलत हैं. सब लोग गलत हैं. यू कैन स्पीक बट आई एम सेइंग दैट डू यू रियलाइज एंड
My submission is this.
What is your submission? Tell them.
Our party has to suffer more now. As the April will complete, our party has an influence in the northern states where the election in these states where they have an influence like Punjab, Chandigarh, Delhi, Haryana, Goa. In these states, the elections are going to take place in May and June. So they will have to suffer more now. The all bombardment will be from all the because
why the courts bombarding, sir? नहीं आप कोर्ट पे क्यों ऐसा बोल रहे हैं? Why you alleging against the court?
Sir, I'm not.
No, what is?
Sir, I'm not alleging.
No, you are alleging against the court.
राजकुमार आनंद के घर पे कोर्ट चली गई थी, ईडी गई थी. 33 सीट्स का सवाल है. मोदी जी के नंबर डाउन हो रहे हैं, एक्सपोज हो गए हैं पूरे भारत के अंदर. इलेक्ट्रोल बॉन्ड से बड़ा स्कैम नहीं है. अगर प्राइम मिनिस्टर में दम है तो पीएम इस्तीफा दे. पता है कि कहां से गाय भूतल मारने वाली से पैसे ले लिए. आज तक दलित किसान से पैसे ले लिए.
आपका तो एक दलित बंद हो गया अभी. 750 करोड़
इलेक्ट्रोल बॉन्ड से बड़ा स्कैम भारत में नहीं है. इससे बड़ा स्कैम संसार में नहीं है. जवाब दे. बीजेपी के नंबर गिर रहे हैं. बीजेपी घबरा गई है. अभी तो केजरीवाल के लोग मुझे लगता है कि पूरी सरकार के ऊपर अटैक होने वाला है. एलजी इधर से अटैक कर रहा है, उधर से प्रेसिडेंट रूल लागू करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, इधर से उसकी सरकार को पूरा भ्रष्ट घोषित करके. अरे ये कुछ तरीका है. चुनाव के समय
कंट्रोल कीजिए रमेश सबरवाल जी. कंट्रोल कीजिए. अपने आप को काबू में लाइए. अपने आप को कंट्रोल कीजिए. आपका संतुलन बिगड़ चुका है. आप शांत हो जाइए. आप कंट्रोल कीजिए. आप भावुक हो गए. यू आर बिकमिंग इमोशनल. डोंट बी ईमो. ईमो मत बनिए. Rajat is on the debate. Rajat.
This is an Oscar level theatrics that we all witnessed. You know, the deep down, the emotional outburst, there is a very important reason. Congress is rejoicing at the downfall of Kejriwal. For far too long, they had to carry the burden of Kejriwal because there was no other option.
Sabharwal is celebrating heart of heart.
They would be absolutely enjoying They would be enjoying that one leader after the other leader. 5 Rajya Sabha MPs of Aam Aadmi Party are right now not in support of Aam Aadmi Party. The rank and file of Aam Aadmi Party is not with them. Congress is loving this moment. They couldn't express it in public because of that, that fake India alliance that they had created. But they have to, somehow realize that, the ground is shifting, and they see fresh opening, a fresh light, that they could recover lost ground in Delhi and they can recover lost ground in Haryana and Punjab. This is the reason why you just saw that emotional outburst from Sabharwal ji. This is the real reason. But now coming to the moot question, we have all been harping for a fairly long time that it is all about public morality. After the scathing remarks of the High Court, any decent, basic, half-decent person who is not interested in power for the sake of power would have resigned the very moment in the High Court itself. The moment the High Court made such scathing remarks against Arvind Kejriwal, he should have stepped up and handed over the letter of resignation to anyone of his own coterie, which would have been there in the courtroom, or perhaps to Abhishek Manu Singhvi, and he would have quit on that ground and said that my next leader is going to take charge of the party. What the High Court has said, that the money trail loop has been closed. What more scathing can be there, Arnab? When the High Court sitting justice comes out and says that this is what prima facie has been established, what moral right does he have to stay? Why should Delhi tolerate a corrupt chief minister even a single day? That is the moot question. Finally, ED said that this conviction will be a model conviction.
But equally, it is incumbent. It is absolutely 1,000,000% incumbent on Sanju Verma to give me one commitment tonight. It is very incumbent on Sanju Verma to give us all one little commitment tonight. And I know she will not deny us this commitment. Being
You're scaring me.
spokesperson of the BJP, I want Sanju Verma to commit tonight that Rajkumar Anand, the Delhi Labour Minister who has quit today,
will not join BJP.
Will not be taken into the BJP.
Good question. Very good question, Arnab.
They will go. They will take.
Okay.
They will take. They have a washing powder.
I think that question was for me.
He will go in their washing
No,
machine.
let her reply. No, why are you jumping the gun, sir? आप ऐसे कूदते क्यों हैं? आप काम हो जाइए. आप कभी emotional, कभी कूदना. What's going on? Let her reply.
Arnab,
Yes.
let me try to soften you down. It was vintage Arnab Goswami. It was a phenomenal interview with the equally phenomenal S. Jaishankar a few days back. I saw it a couple of times and I still couldn't have enough of it. Now coming to your question, I'm not somebody who's going to shove things under the carpet. I say it as it is. My limited point is this. Let us not link who joins the BJP with the fact that there is a corrupt party. Its Supremo Arvind Kejriwal has lost the confidence of a majority MLAs. And bhai sahab, mujhse sawal kiya hai, why are you getting rattled? Arnab Goswami ne Sanju Verma se sawal kiya hai.
Akash, let her. Akash, Anmol, let her now. Anmol, you are very Anmol. Let her. Your silence is also very Anmol. Let her.
I don't know whether Anmol is
Let her
Anmol
reply.
or not.
Why are you jumping the gun? Are you Carl Sagan? No, sorry, not Carl Sagan. I meant Carl Lewis. Chalo, boliye.
Arnab, मुझे जवाब देने दीजिए. Arnab, with no offense to you, when Arnab Goswami says, will Sanju Verma commit that Rajkumar Anand will not join the BJP? Is Arnab Goswami casting an aspersion on the Enforcement Directorate and assuming that any charges that the Enforcement Directorate has or any ongoing investigation or future investigation against Rajkumar Anand will be dropped simply because there are chances that Rajkumar Anand may join the BJP? Amit Shah ने आपको कहा था, Arnab Goswami, Sanju Verma ने नहीं कहा था. When you asked Amit Shah at your conclave, he was very categorical. बीजेपी में यदि कोई आना चाहता है बीजेपी की आइडियोलॉजी को अपनाकर तो हम उसका स्वागत करेंगे, बट इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि इन्वेस्टिगेशन एजेंसीज
he is being raided by the ED in November.
इन्वेस्टिगेशन
But इनको ED ने raid किया है November में. But because he's been raided in November, that's why I'm asking you the question. ED raided him in November. ED raided his house in civil lines in November.
No. Has the investigation against Ajit Pawar been suspended or not? Yes or no? Answer is no. Has investigation against Narayan Rane been suspended? Yes or no? Answer is no. Has investigation against Janardhan Reddy been suspended? Yes or no? Answer is no. Has investigation against Surendra Adhikari been suspended? Yes or no? Answer is no. Has investigation against Naveen Jindal been suspended? Yes or no? Answer is no. Has investigation against Himanta Biswa Sarma been suspended? Yes or no? Answer is no. Has investigation against Chhagan Bhujbal been suspended? Yes or no? Answer is no. Has investigation against Yashwant Jadhav been suspended? Yes or no? Answer is no. So don't link investigations.
Praful Patel, yes or no? Yes.
या कौन बीजेपी से जा रहा है?
छगन भुजबल, yes or no? Yes.
फाइल खोदी किसी की तो
भाई
yes,
these are all yes.
Yes होंगे.
The case against Praful Patel is closed.
बीजेपी में
the case against Chhagan Bhujbal is closed.
Investigation will not be suspended. Even if P. Chidambaram joins the BJP tomorrow, P. Chidambaram के खिलाफ investigation will not be suspended. Even if Sonia Gandhi joins the BJP tomorrow, Sonia Gandhi के against National Herald scam की investigation
हम खत्म करेंगे बीजेपी को या हम ज्वाइन करेंगे बीजेपी को?
Get that loud and clear. The law of the land prevails.
किन सपनों में घूम रहे हो?
The law of the land is supreme.
Law of the land.
But you know, I'll tell you one
Yes.
thing.
Misuse.
I'll tell you one thing. Neil, before I come to you,
Prime Minister
before I come to you, Neil, Anmol, listen to me. Really one-on-one, do give my question close attention. See that nobody told Arvind Kejriwal to say all the things and promise all the things and claim all the things that he has done in the past. ये खुद ब खुद suo moto उन्होंने की. He said, I will never be corrupt. He said, I will never be accused of corruption. He said that if anybody accuses me of corruption, I will go by what the court says. But he also said, if the court ever finds me corrupt, then I will leave politics, I will take sannyas, मुझे जेल में डाल दो, मैं बाहर नहीं आना चाहता. Now, Anmol, the court has found Arvind Kejriwal on the basis of the available evidence prima facie corrupt. Do you even realize the importance of what has happened, or are you not realizing what happened yesterday? The court has said prima facie Arvind Kejriwal is corrupt, and prima facie it has said that the arrest of the petitioner is on the basis of material which prima facie are incriminating qua the petitioner, which is Arvind Kejriwal. Do you realize how big this is?
Now,
did I tell you that go and say that if I am ever found in any court, pass any observations on me, I will... No, but you know, I'm sorry, 1 minute. At this point of time, you should be trying to explain to the people with some sense of humility that yes, the court is saying there is evidence against us on the basis of which we are accused of money laundering, concealing the proceeds of crime, indulging in a financial conspiracy. These are very serious things said by the court. And there should be some humility, but your approach is, what has the court said? We don't agree with the court. Go to hell. We don't believe you. You are nobody. We don't care. Atishi says we are innocent. We must be innocent. I mean, you're behaving like you're the oracle.
Can I respond?
You're sounding very like Kapil Sibal used to sound, you know. I'm sorry to have to take his name, but that's how Kapil Sibal used to sound when he said zero loss theory.
Election is going.
Anyway, you and Kapil Sibal are on the same side now, so, but still.
This is the time for all this. Elections are going.
What election going? This is court, sir.
No, elections are going.
This is the court, Mr. Sabharwal.
ED has taken so much speed. They are not taking the speed of leaders which has gone to BJP from our parties. They are not taking action against them. They are only taking action against them they were B party, they came to India Alliance. Now they have to face the music. We know that. Because 33 seats गई, 0 आने वाली है. हरियाणा में मिस्टर चौटाला इनको छोड़ गए, पंजाब में अकाली दल छोड़ गए, चंडीगढ़ में कैंडिडेट चेंज करना पड़ गया, दिल्ली में 7 में से 6 कैंडिडेट चेंज कर दिए। इनकी हालत बुरी होती जा रही है। पूरे भारत को मालूम चल गया है कि महंगाई के ऊपर प्रधानमंत्री को बोलना नहीं आता, प्राइस राइज की बात करनी नहीं आती,
इसका जवाब दो। सोनिया गांधी ने
प्राइस राइज पे बात करनी नहीं आती, बेरोजगारी पे बात करनी नहीं आती, देश का चाइना लूट के खा गया, देश को इतना एरिया ले गया, लद्दाख की सीट जा रही है इनके हाथ से। ये लोग परेशान है, इनके नंबर 200 के करीब आ रहे हैं, 200 से ऊपर बढ़ नहीं रहे, इनकी सरकार जा रही है, ये लोग बौखलाए हुए हैं और उसका अटैक ध्यान बटाने के लिए, डाइवर्जन करने के लिए, दे वांट टू डाइवर्ट द इश्यूज टू आप पार्टी की तरफ लग गए हैं।
सोनिया गांधी रायबरेली छोड़कर क्यों?
अमेठी से राहुल गांधी लड़ेंगे, प्रियंका गांधी रायबरेली से लड़ेंगी। आपको क्या दर्द है? हमारे कैंडिडेट्स हैं, हम जब अनाउंस करेंगे हमको नहीं पूछ रहे आप किसको करोगे। आप इट इज आवर प्रेरोगेटिव, आवर पार्टी हैज टू डिसाइड हु विल कंटेस्ट,
अनमोल,
हु विल नॉट कंटेस्ट।
अनमोल,
and guess what?
Can I be allowed to respond?
Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh.
Will I get a level playing field?
Let Anmol come in. Anmol.
I am expecting a level playing field in the debate.
You do realize,
Can I respond?
I hope you do realize that the court has found Kejriwal on the basis of the evidence at hand, prima facie guilty. You do realize what the court has said. Are you in denial about it?
I've listened to you patiently. Can I respond now? Arnab?
Yes.
Arnab, this same court and this same bench of Honorable Justice Swankant Sharma made similar observations while rejecting the bail application of Mr. Sanjay Singh. The Honorable Supreme Court, when the matter reached to the Honorable Supreme Court on 2nd of March 2024, the Supreme Court demolished the entire case and stated very specifically that if the Enforcement Directorate will fight the case on merits, then they'll be forced to make an observations as per the mandate of Section 46 of PMLA Act, very clearly writing in the order that even a prima facie offense is not being made out. Secondly, I would like to respond to the baseless contentions made by
I have a small
Sanju
counter to you. Small counter to you. Small counter to you. Please, Anmol, allow me a small counter because it is to you. I'm not taking it away from you. I want only you to speak. 1 minute, everyone quiet. Anmol, my counter. Sanju, please be quiet for 1 minute. My counter to you, Anmol, is this. 1 minute, Sanjay. Sanju, 1 minute. Sanju, I'm asking Anmol something. This is a moment in the debate. Viewers, 1 minute, Sanju. You are distracting me, Sanju. I'm talking to him. Let me speak to him. Please. Now my question to you is, and I'm requesting you, Anmol, think of every word you're going to say in response. You are quoting the case of Sanjay Singh, right? Tell me. Tell everybody. Did Vijay Nair testify against Sanjay Singh or testify and give a Section 50 PMLA 164 statement against Arvind Kejriwal?
Arnab,
right-hand man of Arvind Kejriwal.
Arnab,
he could not move without him. He has gone to court in 2 written statements saying the man is corrupt. Vijay Nair, your own, aapka apna.
Arnab,
now they will say Vijay Nair who?
Arnab, the four approvers. Let me respond, Sanjuji. The 4 approvers on the basis of which this entire
Vijay
case
Nair.
is moving upon. Arnab, can you allow me to complete?
Vijay Nair.
The first
Vijay
approver
Nair.
made
Nair
10 statements in favor of Mr. Arvind
Sanju,
Kejriwal.
Sanju, 1 minute. Sanju, 1 minute.
The first
I know the
approver,
debate is hot, but we'll have to listen.
Arnab,
Let him
the
answer.
first approver, P. Sharad Reddy. Arnab, if she will not allow me to complete, I will not allow her to respond. I will also interrupt and this debate will go on like this.
You had
Because they are...
Sanju, let him complete on this point, please. Sanju, come on. Sanju, now you know the same row applies to you. The shoe pinches when it's on the other foot. Now, this is not all right. This is not good. Not good behavior, please. Please let her complete. Please let him complete. Let him complete. Louder, Anmol.
Party, Bangaru Lakshman was convicted for 4 years in defense raw deal. Don't give us lectures on morality. You're the last person from whom you will listen on lectures on morality.
Now, listen to me, Anmol. Anmol.
P. Sharad Reddy, the first approver.
Sanju, this is not
He
good
made
because he's answering my
statements.
question, and by constantly speaking over him, you're not letting him answer my question or me get answer.
She's rattled. She don't want the viewers to know the reality. She know that she'll get exposed today. If I bring the
You know,
correct
Sanju,
fact
you
to
are
the
giving him an escape route from my very sharp question by speaking over him because you're giving him an escape route, and I need my question answered. My question is. No, Sanju, leave that, please. Let me answer. Let me get an answer. My question is, viewers, and please, there is a man called Vijay Nair, and viewers, I want to give you the inside info right now. We are in journalism. We know all these people inside out. Let me tell you, viewers, if you're watching this and you're saying, where is Arnab talking? Who is this Vijay Nair? Let me tell you, viewers, nothing moved in the Aam Aadmi Party without Vijay Nair. He's the beginning and end, heart and soul. Left and right, top and bottom.
Arnab, mazak chal raha hai.
Left artery, right artery, shoulder blade of the Aam Aadmi Party. And let me tell you this.
Can I respond?
Today, Vijay Nair, till 1 week back, Anmol would come and say, what nonsense, Arnab. Vijay Nair, who has told you is an approver against Kejriwal? That is in the court order. He's an approver against Kejriwal. And the approver statement cannot be doubted just because he revealed the information at this stage or that stage. He's an approver.
It's a very good
Point
question.
being, most close man to Arvind Kejriwal has exposed him.
Arnab, a very good question raised by you. Can I respond?
In charge of the Aam Aadmi Party, he
Can
was
I
not a
respond?
small fellow.
Arnab,
Respond,
she
yeah,
from
don't
Aam
say,
Aadmi Party?
can I? Please go ahead. Sanju, please don't. Let him answer, yeah, Sanju. He's in a soup tonight. He's sweating.
Arnab,
He doesn't want to be on my show anymore, Anmol. But you don't give him an escape route. Let him complete. Yeah.
I would love to escape the lies on your show. And I'm very eager to be on your show to expose these corrupt people who are sitting on the right side from the BJP. Arnab, the fact is that after 2 years of Arnab, ये बोलने ही नहीं देना चाहते.
Top brass is in the lockup. Arvind Kejriwal.
Arnab, from last 2 years. From last 2 years.
You speak.
Not
You
a
follow.
single penny has been
You
recovered.
continue to follow. Don't stop.
This case hinges on 4 approvers. You are saying
I don't need your
the
certificates.
statement of an approver holds no credibility. Approvers comes into action when there is dearth of evidence, when there is lack of evidence. And this is a classic case where after 2 years of investigation, when there was no single corroborative evidence, the 4 approvers came into scene. The first approver, P. Sharad Reddy, who gave 60 crores bribe to Bharatiya Janata Party, which none of their spokesperson answered till date. The second spokesperson from BJP, who has been given a parliamentary ticket, and Mr. Narendra Modi is going and campaigning for him. The third approver, Raghav Magunta, he was released when after 5 statements, he was threatened, he was coerced, and the enforcement director made him sign statements implicating Mr. Kejriwal.
Why has he not taken the moral
Even the trial has not started. Charge sheet has not been filed.
Kejriwal
And
is
Mr. Arnab
prohibited
Goswami is
from running
declaring
the
the verdict
government
today
from
at the
within the
Republic.
confines of the prison.
Do you think people will believe this?
5 of the Delhi jail manual.
The Supreme Court has
No, what people will say is, what people will say is, okay, we will wait for the Supreme Court tomorrow. What people will say, Anmol, is, Neil has not even spoken. I feel really bad that I could not even give him a chance to speak. Neil, the court...
Mr. Kejriwal has not been placed on record.
Tomorrow is a big day. This matter comes up in the court. Tomorrow we'll have to see. But what happens is that, Neil, is that if Arvind Kejriwal does not get relief from the Supreme Court, if Arvind Kejriwal does not get relief from the Supreme Court, which is also seized of the matter, then things become very complicated, don't they?
See, Arnab, the rule of law in our country says that any person who has been accused of an offence until he is not proved guilty, he is not accused of that offence in its entirety. So it's very early to say, because these are the prima facie findings of the court and certain observations which the court has made prima facie, at the first instance, many times it has been seen in practicality that it changes when it after the trial commences or after the trial is concluded. So it's a very preconceived notion to make him guilty of the offences that have been alleged. Yes, the court may give certain observations which are completely prima facie in nature. Completely prima facie in nature. So nothing can be done at this point of time. Court giving observations does not make sense in law.
He must resign.
So that
We are not asking him to put him in jail in perpetuity. Let him fight his case. But he cannot be on a constitutional position out of morality.
Anmol.
Because it is the
But why do you not allow us to speak?
Anmol.
Why do you give them a free run?
You don't know the law. You have no conception of law. Which law says he cannot hold the court? Which law says? You know nothing. You know nothing. You don't know the basic essence of law. Shouting at the
So-
will not help you. Shouting at the so will not help you. Which law says that he
Can I come in, Arnab?
Which law says you come in? You come in. Which law
Time problem today. Time problem today. I've run out. My point being, viewers, what are you holding up? Okay, Anmol, show it to Sanju. What are you holding up? What is it? What are you showing? Show it full frame.
Arnab, the same court yesterday made an observation in the case of Dilip Ray. Please allow me to complete.
The fact is the Delhi High
The Honorable Court said that in
Dilip Ray's case has no bearing on Arvind Kejriwal's case. I'm sorry.
From the ED, 9 summons. I'm very happy that people like Kejriwal are cooling their heels in Tihar jail.
Because
But
these
Kejriwal
Viewers, we'll watch what the Supreme Court does. But even the Supreme Court will have to take into account the observations of the High Court after the perusal of evidence by the High Court. There having come to a considered view, this is it's a 100-page verdict of the High Court. It's not a shallow verdict, and I'm sure the Supreme Court will be more than cognizant of that, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the lot of property with the Gandhi Vadra family is going out of their hand, and one of those is the huge property in the name of AJL, the National Herald case. 750 crores property is gone.
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? It's antibacterial.
Easy to clean.
But plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स. टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 11th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? It's antibacterial.
Scratch resistant also.
But plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स. टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो.
टीएमसी वामदल कांग्रेस ने एक दूसरे के भ्रष्टाचारियों को बचाने के लिए ये इंडी गठबंधन बनाया है. मैं आपको गारंटी देता हूं 4 जून के बाद भ्रष्टाचारियों के खिलाफ कार्रवाई और तेज होगी.
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? It's antibacterial.
Easy to clean.
But plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स. टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो.
the YouTubers, they produce content relating to the activities of the monkeys, and they have fed the monkeys with food in which, whereas the monkey should be left alone, whereas the monkey should be living in the wild where they're supposed to be live. This is the problem for us. We need to find solid reasons in which we can use against them and to prevent them not to make content on by abusing the monkey.
आम आदमी पार्टी के जो निष्ठावान कार्यकर्ता हैं, जो हमारे विधायक और मंत्री हैं, ठीक है कुछ लोग इस लड़ाई में पीछे हटेंगे, हम जानते हैं कुछ लोग इस लड़ाई में पीछे हटेंगे, कुछ लोग टूटेंगे, किसी का मनोबल कमजोर होगा, लेकिन लंबी तादाद, बड़ी तादाद उन लोगों की है जो इन परिस्थितियों का मुकाबला करेंगे।
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? Arey, it's antibacterial.
Scratch resistant also.
But plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स। टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो।
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 11th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? Arey, it's antibacterial.
Easy to clean.
But plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स। टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो।
हासिल करके रहता है। आज इसी प्रेरणा से, इसी ऊर्जा से भारत के लोग, हम लोग विकसित भारत के संकल्प पर काम कर रहे हैं। सारी दुनिया की मुश्किलों के बीच भारत ये दिखा रहा है कि उसके लिए कुछ भी असंभव नहीं है। आप मुझे बताइए साथियों, भारत जब दुनिया की सबसे तेजी से बढ़ती आर्थिक ताकत बना तो आपको गर्व हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? आपको गर्व हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? हमारे चंद्रयान ने जब चांद पर तिरंगा फहराया तो आपको गर्व हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? आपको गर्व हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? भारत में हुए भव्य G20 सम्मेलन की पूरी दुनिया में वाहवाही हुई, प्रशंसा हुई, आपको गर्व हुआ?
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 11th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Arvind Kejriwal's attempts to distance himself as far as possible from Liquorgate, build a distance, stay away not be associated. If required, blame it on Sisodia. All of that has failed. The Delhi High Court has directly linked him to the liquor scam conspiracy, saying he was part of the conspiracy. The Delhi High Court has upheld his arrest. And the Delhi High Court has said that Arvind Kejriwal was directly involved in the formulation of the liquor scam policy. And now if Arvind Kejriwal was involved in the formulation of the liquor scam policy, as the court is alleging, then he can no longer distance himself from the liquor scam. Therefore, till this afternoon, before what the court said, Arvind Kejriwal was presenting himself as a victim. Arvind Kejriwal and the AAP was presenting Kejriwal as someone who almost didn't know, was unaware of the whole scam, that there was a scam happening. He had no idea about it, that people were making money, crores were being made, siphoned. He had no idea. Arvind Kejriwal was innocent of all the information. But now that the court is echoing what the ED has alleged, who will believe Kejriwal or the Aam Aadmi Party? Maybe not.
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 10, powered by Reva University, Policy Bazaar, Kuchina.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's time for the nation's sharpest opinion. The Supreme Court of India has torn apart Baba Ramdev's attempt to apologize, and I must say, brutally torn apart. The court has used the words, "We will rip you apart." Now, these kind of words being used by the Supreme Court of India, you can imagine. Supreme Court seems very inclined to heavily penalize Patanjali for misleading and misguiding the public with false advertisements. And I cannot agree more. The public cannot and must not be misled. The Supreme Court has also said to the representatives of the Uttarakhand government that it would rip it apart for inaction. Rip it apart for inaction. Very strong, very sharp words, ladies and gentlemen. Unusual words from the court. Rightly so, maybe, because it does seem that Patanjali has done a whole lot to get itself tied up into knots. But tonight, my focus is broader and in line actually of what the court said. The court said that this case must be used to